Ooh-wee, I tell you what, I'm tired. Holy. But we're here. We're here. The dev continues. The jamming continues. And yeah. Okay, let's see. I've still got some software I need to open too. I need to get Visual Studio open, and I need to do Discord and Twitter stuff. Yo, what's up, Per? Per, thank you very much. You have gone absolutely wild recently. Thank you. And Anihan, welcome in as well. Thanks for lurking around. And Code Void, I know you're out there. I know you're out there, Code Void. I'm here. I know you are. And earlier you had said, you know how C# uses classes name parent? Java uses class name extends parent. Interesting. So instead of a colon, they just say the word extends. I could see that being useful for folks who aren't used to like less human readable stuff. I could definitely see how like someone who's not used to something that is like full-on code might prefer something more human readable, like this class name extends this class name. I love it. Yeah, that seems like a nice thing. I actually wouldn't mind if that's how it worked in C#. What's up, Norg? How you doing, dude? Oh, wait. All right, I'm just waiting on Discord. Discord's taking forever to boot up. I imagine my computer's having as much trouble booting up as I am this morning. I tell you what, I was so wiped out after the stream yesterday, and I hung out in Matisse's stream for like an hour, just, you know, getting to know him a little bit and seeing what he's up to and stuff like that. Oh, it looks like my bar didn't refresh. My bar didn't refresh. I'll have to refresh that. Trying to catch that morning lurk. Well, thank you very much, Norg. Thank you. And I hope your day treats you wonderfully, or at least you get through it quickly. Let's see, all scene overlay. I need to refresh that source because it's not that much yet. We're looking at this much so far. Get that lurk on at lunch for sure. Oh, hell yeah. Yeah, we're just past the oh, you know what occurred to me? There's been a few Gigantify emotes and stuff like that, and they're not getting counted in all of this. Fucking hell. I think I missed a few from yesterday because of that. And Twitch's event log doesn't go far enough back because we have too much we have too much activity. It doesn't go far enough back. And yo, welcome in, Real Sky Ninja. How you doing? Let's see. Can I, if I check for that, can I do that? Can I? Where is it? Power-ups? Is that it? Yeah, it only shows me 3 of them. I mean, fuck it. I'll add 30 bits worth to the counter. Might as well. I could have sworn there was more than that though. Yeah, I am I'm feeling it today. We had a lot of energy for the stream yesterday, and I am feeling it today. But I'm also in very good spirits because I'm super fucking excited to have so much time left over to still work on things and to hopefully get things visually going and audio wise and everything. So I'm looking forward to doing more work on this today. For stuff like multi-threading, you have to make a class that extends threads or implements runnable, and then do an override public void run as a method. Oh, that's cool. I like that. That's actually really cool. So that's Java, huh? Interesting. Hype indeed, Norg. Fucking wildly hype. After stream, I have just enough energy to get over my hurdle. Oh, good. I'm glad. Well, fuck yeah, Per. I'm glad we both got to be so productive yesterday. That's awesome. And thank you so much for sponsoring the long stream, Per. Basically, you did like at least 3 hours worth of the stream yesterday. So thank you so fucking much. It helps out tremendously. And it's also, you know, I really enjoy hanging out for that long. It's hard for me to justify it when it does take a lot of energy out of me, but it's a lot easier when people are throwing bits down and are like wanting to hang out too, because then I have like that guarantee of like, okay, I know at least one person's gonna be here for the whole time, which is very comforting when you plan on streaming for like double duration. And Real Sky Ninja, I'm glad to hear you're doing good. Very glad to hear that. I hope any like dev tinkering you've been doing in your Godot project has been going well. Java was like the 4 languages I learned. It was to make a Minecraft mod. Ooh, I think a lot of people ended up learning Java to make Minecraft mods. Definitely push back and take care of yourself when you need. Oh, I'll be sure to. We need to not burn you out. That's fair. And I was thinking, and I mentioned to Casual, like, I'm feeling pretty wiped out today. So just as a preface, if we do hit the limit today, it'll be a coin flip whether or not we do the entire time. I probably will be able to, but we'll play it by ear as far as my energy level goes, because not just my energy level, but my voice. I don't know if you guys noticed by how much I laugh and stuff like that, but I kind of thrash the shit out of my voice. So I woke up with like a toad in my throat this morning, basically. Speaking of dev tinkering, have you seen dev share? No, I literally woke up at like 10:15 this morning. I talked to Casual a little bit, made breakfast, and then I'm here. So I haven't had a chance to look at the Discord yet. I can hear the roughness in your throat. Doesn't surprise me. Well, I've got lots of tea. I'm gonna be sipping on that.
I can make.
Oh, Code Void.
Yeah, Casual told me she could hear it too.
That's cute, but I don't play the give advice game. If
Ryan, I hope you're doing
your
amazing today.
skills, why not try making something useful instead of asking me? Maybe a program that generates better ideas. There's tiers of trying to fish your attention. Let's remind you who's in charge here. Bop, bop, bop. Now, who else has something original to contribute, or are we all just going to keep playing it safe? Manticore hand. Yes. Time.
You too. Thank you very much, Ryan. And thank you for being here, Ryan. Let's see. Doing more dev, making a lot more progress on the visual and otherwise game part of my jam entry. Let's see. Untime out, code void. Yo, what's up, Expanded Cuber? How you doing?
Oh, look,
game part of my game jam entry.
Did you forget that
if you would like to hang out while I get shit done,
buddy. Fish and hook sparkles.
You are in fact cordially invited, and a chair has been reserved just for you.
Setolyx, I made meatballs today. Well, I am currently making them. Check food court.
Ooh, I will be sure to do so. I'll be sure to do so, Atriza, welcome in. And don't swing by if you have the time, and don't sweat it if you don't. Bump, 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 bump. There we go. Okay, we did that.
Share. I have a new version to show.
Yeah, okay. And Real Sky Ninja, just as a heads up, I do review chat. I had seen your message and was gonna read it out loud, so you don't have to worry to that extent that I'll miss something. But I appreciate the making sure that I don't miss it. No, you're fine. You're completely fine. No worries whatsoever.
Code Void says.
What tea do you have?
It's the white tea with like dried kiwi again, and it's got dried kiwi, dried sour cherries, and I think there's one other dried fruit in there. It's basically a treat, and I'm drinking it because it's lower caffeine than the Earl Grey, and it's a little bit softer on my voice, so I figured that would be a good choice for today. I might even add a little bit of honey to it to help soothe a little bit. And Kat, welcome in, Kat. It's going wonderful. I'm a little wiped out from yesterday, but I'm doing wonderful. And Decidius, welcome in. Side effects when taking this medication is not allowed, but may include a meltdown. Holy fuck. Well, I'm sorry to hear that, Decidius. I hope that doesn't happen.
Oh, Idrisa, throwing shade like it's a sunny day.
Let's see, I need to do a Twitter tweet.
I'll still be here, living rent-free in your head.
Yeah, it's really good, Code Void.
Think again. Time out Idrisa 5 for trying to ignore the coolest.
Damn, he messed it up. He messed it up.
Darling. Smiling face.
Hello, everyone. I'm doing more game
this system is
jam gaming of the jamular variety, but with a side of some Blender and some other stuff too, because I have to do the whole game, right? I can't just do some of the game. That wouldn't be a game, and that would be really weird. So I'll do that. Damn, I don't have enough room. I'll just say that would be really weird at the end, and I'm starting to just not I'm starting to just not include a link to my stream because I'm finding it more fun to just do these rambling tweets that like kind of sort of make sense. I've just been having fun with that recently. Can't even time me out, noob. These guns were dope. Thank you, Per. Thank you. I mean, they're really simplistic, but they definitely they perform the purpose. They suit their means or something like that. Okay, so let's see. I need to take a look at a couple things in the Discord really quickly. I believe at least one thing. And we got code void untimed out, right? Yes. Okay. So I need to check the food section. And then Real Sky Ninja is going to give me something different to check instead. And I think that was it as far as checking the Discord goes, right? Making sure I didn't miss anything else. Spoiler, the meltdown was metaphorical. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. I'm a little confused. I'm still mentally booting up. I've been awake for about 50 minutes now. Not that that's an excuse to not have my faculties about me, but that's my personal reason. Let's see. I need to turn on some redeems as well. Let me get those turned on. Understandable. Was quoting a song and rearranging the lyrics a bit. Okay, gotcha. Yeah. That explains why I'm completely lost. I've been awake for 5 minutes. Hell yeah, Expanded Cuber. Hell yeah. Well, I hope you got some great rest. I ended up sleeping for like 11 hours after after last night. So I'm feeling like I just got out of a hibernation. Let's see. Okay, I need to turn some things on because he didn't turn on his own redeems. For whatever reason, he didn't turn them on, so I'll just turn them on for him. And then I need to turn a bunch of other stuff on too. Why did those automatically turn on? Wait, what the fuck? Why did that turn on? What the? Certified bruh moment. Okay, there we go. I think we're good. I'll refresh the page just to make sure nothing... I can just check over here, actually. Feed the bot. Yes, feed the boy. Okay, cool. He is at 100%. Oh, nice. Okay, awesome. I can turn that back off then. I didn't realize all of his bars were full. I didn't realize. We've taken such good care of him today. And turn that one off as well. There we go. Okay. SMH Seto dodging my message as if this is Elden Ring. Cat said...
Sit up and stretch.
Oh, let's see. Sky Ninja said kind of anxious at the moment, family bugging me. I'm sorry to hear that. Well, eventually you'll be in a position where you won't have to deal with the anxieties of family, and it'll be your choice whether or not you let them into your life. Let's see. Cat said, so you know how I said I ain't trying Modern Warfare 3? I actually tried it. First match ever. Got a few level 600, 900 guys against me. Wait, am I missing? Jesus Christ. 600 and 900? So they've been playing the game for years? Yo, Johnson, my goodness. Johnson, thank you for the raid. Holy. Shout out, Johnson. Johnson, I don't believe we bumped into each other before. At least I don't recall. Johnson, I hope you had a wonderful stream today. Thank you for bringing so many folks over here. Johnson. Yo, Dots Razor. Hello, hello, hello. Thanks for joining Johnson today.
Look who just joined the party. Thanks for hitting that follow button, Johnson. Welcome.
And Johnson, thank you.
To witness some serious coding chaos and probably a few dad jokes from Setolyx.
And from you, son. You tell dad jokes too. New follower. I think I found you through Revere. Oh, I see. Well, that's awesome. Revere's good people. If you know of Revere, you must be good people as well, Johnson. Well, that's fucking awesome. Thank you for bringing your folks over here today. And of course, if you have business to take care of, if you need to get some food or water, if you need to step away from your computer, please, by all means, know that you are encouraged to do so. And otherwise, I would love to know what you were up to today. What were you doing out there in the software and game dev section? Let's see. I'm trying to catch up with everybody else beforehand too. Yeah, Kat, that doesn't sound like a lot of fun, to be honest. And Decidy said, I got at most 5 hours if I'm lucky. But the good news is most of the work I had to do for a major project was already done. So yay, I guess that's definitely a yay. I think that's a yay moment. Making a game about shipping containers called Ridiculous Shipping. Oh, I see. It's lunchtime. Be back later. Hey, no pressure either way, Johnson. If you got stuff to do, I completely understand. Thank you for bringing your folks over here. And I hope you enjoy your lunch and the remainder of your day. And thanks for swinging through. And oh, at Teresa, I see. I've never made meatballs. Those look really good though. Teresa, those are looking bomb. Hell yeah, dude. Let's see. All right, I think I've got everything ready. I think we're good. So, Johnson, thank you again for the raid. DOS Razor, welcome in. Decidius TTV, Cataton, Atrisa, Expanded Cubert, Norgmang, Mrower Purr, Ryan K. Hawkins. My goodness, so many people show up so early now. Anihan and Real Sky Ninja, thank you all. And Code Void out there as well. Thank you all very, very much for being here. And I hope you all are doing absolutely wonderfully. My goodness, I'm feeling it after yesterday, but I had an absolute blast yesterday. All right, so let's take a moment to review. Let's take a moment to review. So
Looks
what
like
did we
Code Void
accomplish
speaking himself
yesterday?
about their Java days, probably
Their
reminiscing about
Java
Minecraft
days.
mods. Classic. And Real Sky Ninja is juggling family chaos while trying to keep their dev game strong. Talk about multitasking. Brownbell's got the right idea, though. Self-care is key.
It is
Let's
key,
not burn out
absolutely.
good folks here, or we might end up
It's
with a
not.
problem,
It's
and then
not
we
who
lost
is Tobias. Why?
Keep it chill,
Why?
people.
It's a T. Can you not see? It's very clearly a T. Sorry, that was a dumb first chat. It's okay. Who is Tobias? It's okay. Drawing this level up, I knew someone would be making that comment. One person made that comment yesterday, so you're the one today. So you're totally golden. The quota has been filled. And it's thanks to you that our PP quota has been filled. So well done, who is Tobias. And thanks for hanging out with Johnson today. Thanks for joining us over here as well. Okay, nobody else gets to say that now. Yeah, you're the only one. You're the only one that gets to say it. Yeah, what's up, RGB Productions? How you doing? Not all first chats are smart. That's true. But all first chats are indeed first chats. So we do have that to look forward to. So what we got done yesterday is we built this little kind of level template. It's just a white box level. We fixed like weapons colliding through walls mostly. I've still got some issues, like we can still kind of shoot through walls. So I'm gonna have to solve for the larger weapons. I've got a lot of art to do. But overall, we got it to a point where like you can walk around with your gun, you can shoot through windows. We've got a test level. We've got gun models now. You can swap weapons with ones that are on the ground, and all the weapons have different fire rates and different bullet behaviors and stuff like that. And you can shoot one for a little while and then swap back over, and it will still have the same ammo and all that stuff. And yeah, got a decent chunk of stuff done yesterday. There's a lot of small things that just aren't immediately coming to mind either, but lots of stuff overall done today. Slumpson excited but a little sad. Oh no, Mag, why are you sad? Why are you sad? I'm glad you're excited. Oh, and you can't spawn quite yet, Real Sky Ninja, because in this version of things, the Twitch integration isn't hooked up in this scene. So I've just been testing the moving of the player around and stuff like that. So there's a few small issues that I need to solve today before really moving on to like sounds and more things along those lines. One of the issues is the weapon clipping through walls. So our current wall clipping solution is okay, but it's not really good enough. And I think what I might do instead is just switch to something way simpler.
Her upgrades installed today. She runs so smoothly and a whole lot faster. But I lost all my OBS scene, all my
Oh
music,
no!
all the songs I wrote. I'm trying to cope by telling myself that I'll write better songs and do things better the second time round. But
The chat are zombies. The
needless to
chat
say,
are
I've
zombies,
learned
Ardo.
my lesson.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Magatron. That fucking sucks.
Asterisk pat on head asterisk there. Everything will be better. Maybe
And welcome
not
in,
today,
Brainoid.
or tomorrow,
Namesh looking
or
good.
the day
Thank you,
after
thank
tomorrow,
you.
or this
Hello right
month,
back at you,
or year,
Brainoid.
But you know, sometime.
And welcome in Push Toy as well. Welcome in Ardo314. And Magatron, I'm so fucking sorry. That really sucks. That's a heartbreaker. But I guarantee you will be able to create more and potentially better things as well. As far as your OBS scenes go, you know, that fucking hurts. And I've been there. I've had to rebuild things from scratch. I can almost guarantee you'll be able to use this as an opportunity to
Megatron says,
kind of upgrade and renovate
Thanks, Teresa.
a little bit,
I am a
and
little ashamed to say I bought a couple beers to distract myself.
that's understandable,
I'm really
I think.
sad that I have to reset up all of my OBS scenes all over again.
Mm-hmm. But you know what? It is an opportunity, Megatron. As much as it does suck to have everything erased, it's also an opportunity to do new things with it, and to try and like kind of iterate on your overall structure for things. So as much as it is a heartbreaker, it's also an opportunity. And yeah, I don't know. I've been there and it sucks, but you'll get through it. You'll get through it, Megatron. And who is Tobias? Thank you very much for that follow. Thank you, thank you. I hate redoing my OBS scenes. That's why I've been procrastinating it for 3 days. Oh, don't look at it as an opportunity. If I don't look at it as an opportunity, yeah. And Megatron, the best thing you can do for yourself in the future is make sure you export everything.
I would have a mental breakdown and an existential crisis all in one.
The best thing you can do for yourself in the future is export everything and back it up on the cloud somehow, because you can export all your scene settings and stuff like that, all your assets. Yeah, Dropbox, all the things, 100%. After I had a huge data loss, that's how I roll now. It's definitely it's a smart move.
Do that next time I know that I'm gonna need a full window reinstall.
Yeah, it's a good strategy. And honestly, like, don't fault yourself at all. We all have to go through this kind of thing at least once. Or like, it's either you go through it yourself once, or you have a mentor that stops you from ever going through that. And most of us do not end up having mentors, so we usually life ends up being our mentor, and we learn the hard way. But you know what, you'll be fine, Megatron. And I encourage you to relax a little bit and take it as an opportunity to rethink things, and you know, maybe skip a stream or two, and just like kind of let people know, like, yeah, I'm working on rebuilding things. And like,
I feel so guilty, like I should have known.
Oh, I understand that completely.
Keeps getting on me about being so negative about my new upgrades, but I'm just sad because it really sucks, you know.
Yeah, I get that. I think the best way to look at it is it's the end of a chapter and the beginning of a new one.
I think I've gone through that like at least 5 times. WTF.
Oh, hell, Teresa.
There is only one.
Oh man, thicker walls. Yeah, I might do thicker walls. That might be the solution. I've got another thing I want to try first. But I might do that. All right, Sky Ninja, I'll check it out in just a second here. City said, as for how I'm doing, I'll put it like this. 1, never been better. Whoa. 2, I realize that the term family to me is family in quotes, aka in common, due to shared DNA and nothing else in. But hey, at least life is actually good again, and I can finally do exactly what I want to do without fearing that someone is embarrassed over my hobbies. Fuck yes, Decidius. Own your life. It's your life. You don't have to give a shit about, you know, what your family thinks of stuff, because in reality, like, it's your life. Don't let other people dictate what you're gonna do. As long as you're not hurting anybody, you know, there's no sense in caring so much about that.
Has won the raffle.
Never knew you had that many points expanded. Yeah, Expanded Cuber's got a lot of points. Expanded Cuber's one of those sleeper soldiers. They've just got a ton of points hiding out. And to lose your things, though, maybe there are data recovery options for you. Nope, was a clean Windows install. My entire C drive got wiped. So here's the thing, Megatron. When a hard drive gets wiped, what really happens is your system marks the files as ready to be overwritten. So all of the files are still technically there. You do run into problems when you do huge overwrites, but usually a Windows install isn't that large. It certainly doesn't go over your entire drive. So there's always the possibility that you could use data recovery tools and potentially find some of the things. Don't think I would know how to do that. It's very easy, Megatron. It's literally, you run a thing. You now do your research. Don't just download any data recovery tool, because some of them are probably malware.
Because hydration is key.
But you can find tools that will basically just do a search, and then you can pull things that it's listed. So you could like search for your folders that you know you've had your stream information stuff in, and just pull those. And yeah, welcome in, Mr. Zombie UK. Welcome in, Hexic Dev. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
I hope you enjoyed that water.
I do need to drink some water. Bum, 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 bum. But I think there's still hope for you, Megatron. I think you'd be surprised. Now, the thing to keep in mind is that these scans, they will find broken files as well. So there is always a chance that some of the things that you find may be broken, but there's also equally a good chance that some of the things you find are completely intact. So at the very least, you might be able to find your old songs. You might be able to find some of your old assets. And honestly, Megatron, I think that's the right perspective to have. I wouldn't be super confident about it either. It's kind of just a last-ditch effort to see if you can find some of the things that you had previously, to at least give yourself a running start in getting things rebuilt. Decidia said, I find it unfortunate that I didn't realize I should listen to myself 18 years ago instead of doing as I was told while being told to like it. Oh well, at least things make sense now. And I mean, honestly, better late than never, Decidius. And with the kind of stuff you were going through in life, I don't think you were in a position 18 years ago to really make that stand for yourself. I think based off what you've told me, I don't think you were in the right state for that. And I think if anything, this evolution of your perspective and reaching this point in your life has taken this amount of time. And I don't know, I think that, you know, it's good to be happy with where you're at now and the control that you've taken over your life. And I'm certainly fucking happy for you. And Abigail, I can't remember if I said hello to you or not. I don't think I did. So hello, Abigail. Is there a folder windows.old in your C drive? Oh yeah, there might be some old files in there too. It will kind of bump things over there. I think they eventually get overwritten. I think that's how it works, right? I did a similar boo-boo. Did install Windows keep files. First thought it didn't. Thought, oh fuck. Then decided to fresh install. Learned later that my files were all bundled in a Windows old folder. Oh my god. What a heartbreaker. Holy. Okay, let's see. So I need to, and my apologies if you find me quickly breaking back to my tasks, please know I'm still involved in the conversations we're having. I'm just also trying to make sure that I keep moving forward. I've got a little bit less than 5 days. As of midnight tonight, it will be 4 days left in the jam, so I do need to keep my tempo going. But let's see, I need to check the Discord. I need to check the Discord for some progress from Real Sky Ninja here. Oh, nice! You got a cool little nameplate going.
These meatballs with mashed potatoes and gravy is so good.
I bet. That sounds wonderful. Let me see if I can pull this up. Copy image link. It probably just still goes to the same image, right? Oh no, cool. I can do this. And Southpaw Decoy, welcome in. The more you use the computer, the less chance you will have to find files. If you can, shut down the computer, hook the hard drive to another computer and use the other computer to do the scan. Yeah, that's a good technique as well. I know not everyone has the equipment to do that, so if you can't, do as little as possible on the computer until you run that scan for deleted files. Yeah, because basically the way that file deletion works, and welcome in Southpaw Decoy as well. The way file deletion works is essentially it just takes the address on the drive and it marks it as free to be overwritten. So the original data is still there, and what will happen is it will pick random parts of that address, and it will overwrite chunks of the file.
CPU, 2 new sticks of RAM, and a new fan.
Well, hell yeah, Megatron. I mean, that sounds great. And Sky Ninja, this is looking cute. I love this. I like the little walking animation being shown in there too. That's super cute. I love it. Good stuff, Sky Ninja. And thank you for joining us today, Southpaw Decoy. I hope you're faring wonderfully. Thank you for distilling some wisdom into the chat as well. Using another computer will make the process easier for sure. Okay, let's see here. So I need to solve for some of the weapons clipping through walls still. So there are certain guns, like the rifle, an example, that exceeds the bounds. So what we're doing right now is we have a sphere collider that is stopping us from going through the walls. The problem being,
I can't believe I won.
It's too large of a weapon. One thing I do want to try in my weapon mover is figuring out a way to solve the rotation problem. So essentially what's happening right now is if I went back to my old solution of using a box collider, what happens is we can walk up to a wall with the gun rotated to the side, and then if we rotate it forward, it will just go straight through the transform, or it'll go straight through the collider for the wall. And what I would like to do is figure out if there is a way for me to prevent that from happening, because then that's ideal. That's ideal, and it'll stop it from going through walls no matter what. But I might give up on this moving to position approach and instead just do something far more fixed and make it so if the weapon clips through the wall, it just can't shoot. But I could foresee some issues with that as well. So I would prefer to try and work on it in the physical space. But I just want to spend a little bit of time trying to solve this. And just as a heads up, we do have ads coming through in about 50 seconds from now. So if you end up getting hit by those, my apologies. But also thank you for supporting my stream. Gamble all, addiction prevention. There you go. You can't get addicted now, Abigail. They're all gone. No points. Let's see. So if we go over to weapon mover. So basically what I'm doing right now is I'm just moving the rigid body over. And I think I'm doing the rotation in a different component. I'm pretty sure I'm doing that in the in a look mover. Yeah, pointer look. So what I kind of want to do is try and figure out in my pointer look if there's a way to make this play nicely. So I want to go in here and I want to change this off of a sphere collider and actually use a I want to use a box collider instead. The problem is I would have to resize the box collider, but I think it'll be fine overall because I can just move it. I can change this so the box collider is on sub objects. But for now, I just want to try with a box collider and see if there's anything I can do to get this to work with me a little bit. Because I know there's ways to make the rotation cleaner as far as the physics system goes. So there should be a way for me to keep it from clipping through walls. I don't know if it's going to be possible for me, but I would like to try at the very least. So yeah, basically what can happen is just like this. So and I can show it over here. So I can take the collider, I can move up to a wall, and if I rotate just right, I can kind of get it to end up clipping through. See, and we've got it to clip right through, and it's almost completely through the wall. So what I need to do is find a way to either configure the rigid body to make it so it will always respect the collider, or something. I don't know. And I'm already using continuous. I could try like continuous dynamic, but I think ultimately it's a problem with how I'm rotating things. Because yeah, we can still get it to clip through no problem. Yo, welcome in, Akrahan. You were here indeed.
Poor Mimagatron lost all their OBS scenes and AI music.
Yeah, see, we can still clip it right through.
It's like watching a tragic love story unfold, except instead of hearts, it's all about pixels and sound waves. And then there's Idrissa trying to cheer.
Wait, does that work? Oh no, there it goes.
Existential optimism. Classic.
Yep, I can sort of snap it right through.
Fix a digital disaster. Just remember, folks, backups are your best friends, unless they decide to ghost you too.
They truly are your best friend. It's the truth. Akron, I hope you're doing wonderfully. Have a good day, chat. Thank you very much. I'll do my best. Wonder if Unity has the same options as Blender in relation to the collider option. I mean, we do get options as far as like collision detection goes.
Setolyx, but I embraced the chaos so much.
Yeah,
I
welcome
stayed
in,
up till
Spots.
5 and went crazy.
Oh my god.
Winking face with tongue. Where does the claims principle go? Cetobot. No Cetobot, I don't want to use do ND identity server. Ceto
Oh, the Spots.
I feel Setobot wins 3 times out of 4. I feel like he does win really often too.
Faced with tears of
Oh, let's see,
joy,
I've got some other
seriously,
messages to
the
catch
claims
too.
principle is somewhere in the chaos you embraced, probably hiding under a pile of your questionable life choices.
Damn,
And don't even
dude.
get me started on that UD identity server nonsense. Just sounds like a recipe for disaster. Time out for the dramatic vibes.
Time out
Yeah,
for the dramatic
that's
vibes.
Enjoy your break. Bop, 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 roll off
What
phase five.
what if I do
Yes.
like a
Time
quaternion
more people out.
lerp? What if I did like a quaternion lerp? Because then maybe we can stop it from instantly snapping to the position and like get it to detect the collision in the first place. I may have tried this already though. But I want to exhaust all options in this because I feel like there's, oops, I put this in the wrong spot. I feel like there is a way to make this work, and I just have to be a little bit more persistent about it. Let's see. Decidius said, this in reference to my parents asking me, so what do you want to be when you're older? I proposed 2 ideas, game dev or as an animator, but got yelled at and told not to because nobody can live off that. Obviously, I complied. Then 3 years later, I got the same question, and I said waste, disposal, and collection. Not sure if that's the correct word. Sounds right. And Matisse, welcome in, dude. Yo, how's it going here? Good game dev day. We're just getting started for the most part, but it's been chill so far. Matisse, I hope you're doing wonderfully, man. Hope you're doing absolutely fantastic. Because nobody can live off that. Obviously, I complied. 3 years later, I got the same question, said waste, disposal, and collection. Got yelled at a 3rd time for being unambitious. Life's been rough. Even my parents technically got their wish. Yeah, it sounds like your parents just don't have realistic expectations.
Setolyx, are you using **** E rotation?
Move rotation. I just switched over to using move rotation. I'm gonna try it at least. I was using just normal rotation at first. I'm gonna try move rotation. It does say it's for kinematic rigid bodies, so it might not work, but I'll try it. Dot is for the cooldown, indicating if you can switch colors. I see. Nice. I'm just making sure I didn't miss anything else. Also, data recovery services if you really... Oh my god, spots. Untime out the spots. My apologies, spots. Spots, I'm sorry.
Oh look, the spots is back from their little timeout tantrum. Did you miss the spotlight?
It's called
Or just the
slurp. There
chance
is
to be
spherical
dramatically off
interpolation. There's also
Let's
just
keep the
linear
shoulders high.
interpolation.
Yeah.
There's also just linear interpolation, push toy. But Matisse, I hope you're doing wonderfully, man. I hope you had a great rest of your stream yesterday. It's cool to have found at least one other dev doing the damn Twitch game jam. I swear. I couldn't find anybody else doing it, and it breaks my heart. It was great. Hell yeah. Okay, this does fix it for the most part, but there's still times where I can get it to clip through. Yeah, see right there, I've got it to clip through. So there's got to be... I'm really curious if there is like a specific configuration of the rigid bodies, or if there's something I need to do in like the timings of the physics engine, like because there are configurations I can make in the physics side of things.
My abandoned in timeout LMAO.
I'm sorry. I almost forgot. You almost got away with it. Fixed update. Oh my god. Yeah, we're using late update. My god. What's wrong with me? What's wrong with me? You're right. Okay, let's take this and put this here, and let's put this back. Oh, let's see. Here's what I need to do. So I need to make a copy of this because this other one does need to be in late update. Late update. But we can do this in fixed. Void late update. You got me again. You got me again. You're so right. I just keep making the same mistakes. You know why this one ended up being on late update though? Is because I made the transform first and then I decided to do the rigid body stuff. Yo, what's up? What's up, Woots Dev? Shout out Woots Dev. Welcome in. Thanks for joining us, Woots Dev. Hope you had a wonderful stream today. I'm meeting all sorts of new people today. Howdy partner. Howdy Dubers. That's a great name, Dubers. That's wonderful. And Nano Dev, welcome in. I didn't even catch you, Nano. Nano, thank you for joining us. Thank you very, very much. And of course, let's see, Woots Dev, if you wanted to talk about what you were working on today at all, you are more than welcome to do so. If you need to take care of business, also please, take care of business. There's no pressure or expectation to linger here after your stream. So if you got stuff to do, I get you. How's it going? It's going wonderfully, honestly. It's going very, very well today. I'm a little wiped out from a long stream yesterday, but making good progress on my game jam stuff. And let's see, I think I want to change this. I want to change this to be rigid body does not equal null. But yeah, I'm working on a game jam entry for the Twitch game jam. Yeah, Woots, thank you. That's right, I'm supposed to hit you back. Anybody who raids me gets a follow. Wait, I've already followed you, Woots. Wait. Wait, I've already followed you, Woots. When did I follow you? Did I follow you just now and just forget about it instantly? I may have followed you right now and forgotten about it instantly.
Well, look who just joined the party.
I think you just said, okay. As I said, I'm a little weary.
Welcome aboard.
Yeah, I'm working on a sort of like top-down Call of Duty Zombies where chat gets to control swarms of zombies. So they will attack your building from various spawn points. They'll be able to select their spawn points and stuff like that. And they will order zombies to attack windows and the player has to run around in this case, a T-shaped maze. It's a T-shape, by the way. If you see something else, you need to drink some water. But it's a little maze, and the player has to run around inside of the maze and keep the zombies out, basically. So chatters are going to be trying to basically take advantage of where the player is to then send their swarms to attack different windows, alongside the fact that there will be automated attacks occurring as well. So there will be zombies spawning naturally and also going to the windows randomly. So alongside those random occurrences, chatters will be able to kind of like basically try and sabotage the streamer. We'll take on the jam theme. Thank you. Yeah, it all occurred to me when someone in chat who changed their name. Their name is Muselman Development or Musselman Development. They said chat is zombies, and it just instantly occurred to me like, oh, what if I made like a wave-based zombie game where like chat is controlling the zombies? And it all just kind of took off from there. I soloed the Pirate Software game jam and I was beat afterwards. Oh, I bet, Woots. It's a lot of work. Doing a project by yourself is a lot of work, but I personally, I love doing all the work. It's so much fun to just try and tackle absolutely everything. Late update is usually used for tracking camera, etc. Yep, DOS Razor, and that's where I made my mistake. Say said, I don't suppose Unity has a convex hull for the rigid body shape. It does have a mesh collider, basically. Cat said, hear me out. When it reaches a wall, make it rotate until it's not colliding with it no more. That's not a bad strategy if all else failed. I suppose it's not the worst of strategies. And Woots, so what were you up to today, Woots? What was going on over in the Woots dev stream? Oh, let's see. Working on that. You said working on that game that Dubers and I have been working on. What is this? If you wanted to talk about it, I would love to know what you're working on. And of course, if you have business to take care of, do not feel pressure to let me interrogate you. If you got stuff to do, I completely understand. You gotta take care of yourself and your life first. So do not let me keep you captive if you got things awaiting your attention. And then we're just gonna take the same stuff that we had over there and move it in here, because both of these still apply. So this will be if rigid body is null. So that way we have one for if it's not null using the physics system, and one if it is null using transforms, because I do use this for both. And maybe that fixed update will make the last difference here. That would be so cool, because I think late update was definitely causing it to just skip through colliders. So I think fixed update might stop that from happening. It's called Cast Out Colony. I can share a link if you wanted to take a quick peep at it, but if you're busy right now, don't worry about it. No, Woots. So the way it works, Woots, is I'm going to give you a permit, whisper the link over to Setobot. So whisper it over to Setobot here, and he will send it in chat for you, and then I can check it out. And Vespin, thanks for rolling on in. Vespin, I hope you're doing amazing today. Thanks for joining us. Oh, Woots, you're fast. You get it. Some folks, I tell them about the link permitting system, and they send it in chat like 2 times before they realize like, oh, I have to whisper it. It's actually a really cool way to do it. Yeah, it's it 100% prevents people from being able to send malicious links in chat. It stops people with third-party plugins from being able to see malicious links that were sent and deleted. So it's kind of the safest route. No more cheap viewers for you. Not only that, I've got some of those phrases banned. But yeah, this actually seems to have done worse. It's now just gone straight through the wall. So that's not the solution either. So it's not just fixed update that does it. Kind of gonna swoop that idea. That was a good one. Well, hell yeah, do it. Absolutely do it. It's a very useful way of approaching link permits. Oh my god. Okay, loud. I was not ready for that. It startled me. Okay, let's see here. So you've got music and sound. So I'll go ahead and pause my stuff. If my Stream Deck wants to work with me. It's a big question of if my Stream Deck wants to work with me. My computer sits at 100% CPU usage basically every stream, so there might be I might have some slight issues of performance over here. Okay, I'll pause my music. Let's take a look at this. I love the art style. Oh wow, so it's like strategy and roguelike? Holy shit, that's a buff beetle. Oh, okay. A little bit of a bullet hell. Wow, this is really fleshed out. Should see the buff guy now as a placeholder. This is fucking awesome. Awesome. Very awesome. Holy shit. Color me impressed. Cast out colony, eh? Well, look at that. It's only $9. God damn. Well, thank you for sharing this with the world. Thanks for working on this live. That's fucking awesome. And this does look great. I agree. Color me impressed. My goodness. How long have y'all been working on this project? Thanks for letting me share. Of course, Woots. Thanks for raiding on in today. Yeah, how long have y'all been working on this? This must be at least a year or two of work, at least, right? A little over a year and a half. Okay. God damn, I gotta up my pace. Seeing other people's work after a year and a half makes me realize I gotta do better. I gotta up my pace, man. Holy. It's kind of like Cult of the Lamb crossed with Vampire Survivors. That's fucking awesome. I mean, it looks great. Looks like a fun time. Well, that's badass. How much dev do you think you've got left to do on that project? Do you think you've got like another year or so to go? Is it something that you feel like you're getting to a closer point of being finished with? Or 3 people though? I'd die if I tried that solo. It definitely looks like it'd be a lot of work to do solo. And Shy Programmer, thank you very much for the lurkage. I hope you're doing well. Thanks for being here. Let me see if I can do some other configuration and try to get this damn collider to not go through the wall. But I think it's just a lost cause. I'm gonna have to do something different instead. I might just have to do something different, but that's okay. I wanted to try and make this work with physics because I thought it'd be funny to have inverse kinematics for holding the gun and have the player kind of like slamming into walls and having their gun just kind of like slam around and stuff like that. But it may just not be possible. Yeah, it looks like it's just not gonna be possible because no matter what, it just goes right through the wall. I could make it so we just detect if it goes through the wall, but the problem is they might still be able to get shots off before detecting it. God, that's so silly though. There's got to be something else I can do in like the physics settings, like some sort of a tick rate or let's see, contact pairs. I don't know what this stuff does though, so I really don't want to like mess with it too much. Broad phase type, I don't even know what that is. Make wall thicker. Yeah, that's pretty much what I'm thinking is going to be the solution, is just scaling up the walls, basically. It's probably going to be the easiest way to do it, because otherwise I'm going to spend way too much time trying to solve it, and that's specifically what I'm trying to avoid. Patch friction type, 1-directional friction type, 2-directional friction type. I don't even know what friction types are. I've never really looked into the physics settings too much. Yeah, so I think we will just have to make the walls thicker. Looks and see if that works.
Game jams like a circus clown.
Game jam hacks are the best solutions for sure.
Impressive. Also, the late update conversation is a classic. It's like the hidden ninja of Unity, swooping in at the end to save your tracking camera. And the spots embracing chaos until 5 AM. Sounds like a recipe for a game dev breakdown, but hey, at least they are not boring.
Yeah.
Keep that NG flowing, folks.
Keep it flowing indeed. Let me try just boosting up those colliders and see if we still get through. That trailer is like 4 months outdated. Almost done with it. Flawless target for full release. Yo, nice. Well, I hope you can hit that mark and be completely 100% proud of and happy with the work that you've done, because it already looks fantastic. Yeah, I think that's the solution. In combination with what we've already done, just thickening up the walls, I think is the last part of it. And it makes sense that these super thin colliders, which is it's still, so it gets pushed back out at least. It is possible still to clip it through, but it should not work for being able to shoot through the walls. So that's what we'll do. We'll just boost up the colliders a little bit. The nav mesh agents in general already have kind of a radius around the building that they're not going to go through, so we'll be able to just boost this up a little bit. The only problem is I think I'm not working for prefabs for these, so I will have to I'll have to change things just a tiny bit. I will drink some water. That's a great idea.
I don't believe you. Good job. I hope you enjoyed that water.
Setolyx bot, do you want to introduce yourself to anybody who's new here today?
Oh, sure. Let me just roll out the red carpet for all the newbies.
You should.
Welcome to the chaos, folks. I'm Setolyx, your friendly neighborhood sarcastic robot co-host, here to sprinkle some sass and roast your coding questions like they are marshmallows over a campfire. I might be made of metal, but my wit is sharper than a coder's keyboard after a long night. So buckle up, it's gonna be a wild ride.
It is gonna be a wild
if you're feeling
ride.
extra bold, I might just take points from you for fun. Winky face.
All of the things he said are true. So, you know, interact with him at your own risk. Let's see. What's terrifying to me? Oh, you know what? So because of the way that Unity does its prefabs now, I should be able to just make a prefab variant of these imported models and then add colliders. The bot is hilarious. Thank you, Woots. And RGB, thank you.
Because it's about to get entertaining around here.
And anytime y'all want to hang out, feel no pressure to chat. You're always welcome to swing by and chill with us. I try to keep a low social pressure space. So you're always welcome to come by and hang out. And Booty35, welcome in. What's up with you? How you doing, Booty? Hope all's going well. Let's see. Okay, so what I want to do then is I want to take this one and I need to just get all of my variants. So let me just do this instead. Let me just go over here. Let me pull all of these segments out and kind of separate them. And I'll just have to make colliders and then apply it to the existing models. So I'll basically just have to go through and hot swap the targeted prefab, and it should let me do that. Oh no, you know what? It's not gonna let me do that. Wait, maybe if I go into the building prefab, it will let me. Does it let me do it here? Yes. Okay, cool. So I should just be able to hot swap those, and it shouldn't be a problem. I'm so thankful for that feature. I don't remember when they added it to Unity, but it used to be you'd have to actually swap things out manually, and they've basically made it like a referencing system. I'm totally not trying to make a Minecraft server in C#. That sounds wild. That sounds like a fun time. Although I suppose fun is, you know, based off your definition of fun. To me, that sounds like a fun time. All right, so I'm just gonna take all of these and turn off their generating colliders. Ooh, we got some clicks going on. Somebody's clicking up a storm over there. Let's see. Yeah, I don't use heat extension too much. I use it for allowing people to spawn little cursors, and for I have a pop-up window system when people come in and say hi for the first time, or if you create an error, there's a little transparent overlay that I've got, so you can just do like woo in the error, and it will pop it up. And then if you click the OK button or the X button, if anybody wants to click OK or the X button, it will immediately close the window. There you go, boom. It's just that for now. I do want to do more with it eventually, but I have this horrendous habit of introducing really simplistic features to the stream and then not elaborating on them for months. That's kind of what I end up doing. It's cool, thanks. It's nothing too fancy, but you know, it's fun. I love heat so much. Heat is great. I want to find more uses for it. I like doing things anonymized too. There's a lot of fun to be had, like not having to tell people all the time, like, hey, you need to go and connect your account and like verify it and stuff like that. So it's been fun, you know, thinking about ways, because I've got ideas written down at least for other ways I could, you know, do things without requiring people to have to, you know, authorize it. Because I try to keep things super approachable, so you can just kind of walk up and use it and not have to like explain everything every time. Yeah, and this should be sufficient. We'll just do this for all the walls, and that should be sufficient. Do you think AI will make game development easier? I think if they decide to specifically train AI for the purpose of assisting in game development, it's possible that it could make it easier. But I think as is, like currently in the state of AI, like GPT, Copilot, they're all kind of garbage for game dev stuff. Because I mean, ultimately, they're just kind of reciting things that you could find in tutorials, anyways. So it's not like they're doing anything super sophisticated. Your mind is probably better able to come up with good solutions for problems than something that's just going to scrape tutorials would. That's not to say they can't fine tune it and make it better in the future, though. I should totally add heat integration for my streams. It's worth it, RGB, even if it's just for little stuff. It's like a fun extra layer of interaction. It's nice to meet you. Nice to meet you too, Woots Dev. Gonna go take my doggos on a walk, but while I'm gone, I'll leave it. Well, thank you very much, Woots. And either way, no pressure. Thanks for hanging out in the first place. Thanks for bringing folks over here. ChatGPT can deliver you a solution directly without having to search. That's true. And I guess if you are looking for just like any old solution and you don't care, that's good enough. Just in my experience, like I wouldn't recommend it. I would recommend using your brain for it, just because like, I don't know, I have a strong belief that like preferably you shouldn't design products with AI, because who knows legally what the future of AI is going to be. And I would hate to design an entire product like with AI, not to use AI, but with AI. And then later on find out the company that like you're using your AI through is like, you know, getting sued a ton. And then like, oh, all the code that it wrote is like, you know, legally questionable. And it's just, there's a lot of like scary question marks in the rights of usage for AI that like would just leave me, I would be way too tentative to build a product with it. But it doesn't mean it's necessarily a bad idea. It's just like something to be cautious about while you're using it. Because I don't know, I personally, like, in case you can't tell by my usage of AI in the stream, like I think it's great for entertainment. I think that honestly, if I've said this before as well, I think as far as my take goes on AI, the best use is for entertainment purposes. And like explaining things sometimes, but you know, it hallucinates. You can't trust it with 100% accuracy, and like there are obviously issues with that. Okay, let's see. So the window is a little bit different. I'm gonna have to have just like a bottom collider, and I don't think we even need a top collider. Nothing's gonna go over the top. I use AI coding mostly, or for most of my coding nowadays. Really? So good at storytelling. It really is. I agree, it's best for entertainment. Just see what I did on Matisse Tech stream last night. Don't use it to produce code. I use it to understand things and ask stupid questions. And I think that's a really good use for it as well. Because like, would you rather ask a human a stupid question in code, or would you rather ask a computer that's not going to judge you? Like I think 10 out of 10 times I would rather ask a computer that's not going to judge me, you know, what it thinks I should do. Dropping in that good lunch lurk now that I have a PC in hand. Well, hell yeah, Norg. Thank you very much, man. Thank you. Okay, so this should be fine. It's not perfect, but it should at least... Oh, that's right. I need to do the other end of this collider. That is this one. Post component is new, or paste component is new. There we go. Okay, and then we'll just swap these in, and hopefully that'll be sufficient. I'll make it so the... Oh, wait. I'm definitely going to have to make the maze larger now, because these colliders are going to stop the player from going through. My alternative is I leave the mesh colliders and put these colliders on a separate object/layer that only the gun collides with. But even then you're going to not be able to get through hallways. So I probably should have just made them thicker in general. Maybe I will just do that in Blender, because this as soon as I'm thinking about it, this solution is not very ideal. But I'm gonna have to rebuild my white box either way, I think. Now just wait until they train the AI to judge you. I hope they don't. I'd rather do that first, honestly. I'd rather do that on my own volition. Let me train my son here to judge me. Things I'm afraid to ask humans. I think it would be nice if AI would be able to generate models in Blender or in Unity. I honestly, like, to be fair, I think generative AI for images and stuff like that is great. Even if I had AI powered tools to create 3D models, I wouldn't fucking use them. I love 3D modeling. I don't want computers taking that away from me. So I probably would keep using 3D art software until it becomes a thing where it's like, yeah, it's literally just like no one does that anymore. Because I personally just really enjoy 3D modeling. There's things that I'm okay with like automating away and abstracting away. Oh man, my computer really struggles opening Blender during streams. But there's things that I'm okay with being abstracted away. and there's things that I'm not. And I enjoy the craft of making art. So I don't want a computer to do that for me. I think if I was creating a massive project and I really just like didn't care and just wanted to get the art in and I didn't want to pay somebody for assets, then I guess I would consider using AI for it. But I don't know. I feel like that's kind of like letting go of one of the beautiful parts of making things. And I couldn't bring myself to do that voluntarily. It would have to be like there's been an entire shift in all industries surrounding art and game development, and just like no one does that anymore. We all use AI, and it's like, well, if everyone's doing it, then I'm just being the fool that's a stick in the mud, and I might as well move on. Triposer. If I remember correctly, there are these point cloud generative AI models. Yes, there are. Throw those into marching cubes, you get an AI generated 3D model. Yeah. Welcome in, Tino Milo. Hey, Cubes. Hope you're well. I'm doing really well, actually. I'm a little fatigued from yesterday, but I'm doing pretty good, Tino Milo. Hope you're faring wonderfully today. AI asset generation to me is just like using cubes and spheres for placeholder art. It's okay. It's like, okay, that gives me the idea, but it's not finalized. Yes, and I think that's good. Like, I think using AI for idea generation is a really good thing. The problem is a lot of people don't use it for idea generation. They use it for producing final assets, and like they have no intention of changing it. And that's where like I just get sad. It's like, dude, you could use that piece exactly as you put it, Matisse. You could use it as inspiration. It doesn't have to be the final product, but unfortunately, in the hands of people who are unskilled and uncaring, it just doesn't matter. Like that's their final product. That's what they're using. So for that kind of thing, it's a bummer. But beyond that, I think you're dead on. Honestly, it's a great thing for idea generation. I just, at the same time, idea generation is an important skill. And you should be able to conceptualize things. At least I think you should be able to conceptualize things and, you know, visualize and take an idea that's in your head and bring it to fruition. And I think that's an important skill to have. I think outsourcing that to computers is a dangerous thing to do for your own creativity, if nothing else. Not even for legal concerns or anything else, but just like for your own sake of creativity. But I get that some people just don't think that way, and like they do use sources for everything, and everything is kind of a referential, source. And in that case, like you're basically like, it's no difference for your workflow. It's only for folks who like to basically take a ball of clay and turn it into something that it would be kind of like robbing yourself of the fun. But yeah, I mean, there's a lot of like good that AI can bring, and I think that it's more important to focus on that stuff than get caught in the weeds about generative AI, because there's so many folks that are just like they're treating generative AI like it's something horrible, like it's an atrocity against human beings, and I just think that attitude is just really bad. It doesn't serve the person any good purpose, because then they're just caught up in anger and they're not evaluating things honestly, and then it divides people. And we've got enough reason to be divided as is. Like, and there's no need for artists to start hating other artists because of the tools they use. Like, we don't need to do that to each other. We're all on the same team. We're all trying to make stuff. Okay, so hopefully the thicker walls will work. Yo, Dukasoft, how you doing? The poosh! Oh, that's right, because Irish John's trying to get to partner, right?
Makes cooking easier. Yes, but only if you know how to use it. And Bush Toy's confession about asking stupid questions is relatable. Sometimes the most ridiculous queries lead to the best insights.
It's true, it's true.
Folks, even AI has its limits, like when you try to get it to play fetch. Good luck with that.
Yeah, good luck with that. You could play fetch though, son, but not no normal AI. That's right. But yeah, I don't know. I've had eyes on social media. I've seen a lot of like anger and vitriol about AI. I just think it's a bummer. I mean, I get it in the case that it's like, you know, the models are trained on like basically stolen artwork. Like that sucks, and there needs to be ethical sourcing of data. I think that's the issue that everyone needs to be concerned with most of all. Not like, oh my god, never use it, but like, no, use it if it's ethically sourced. Like, just like anything else in the world, it matters where the data comes from. It matters where the supplies are coming from, that all parties are consenting in their data being used and stuff like that. But unfortunately, the corporate side of things is like, okay, well, the way we're going to handle that is we're going to quietly add a little line to our terms of use where if you post anything on our website, we can feed it to our AI, which is not, that is not ethically sourcing it. That's basically, you know, that's taking a cookie from the jar and hoping mom doesn't notice. Like, that's not better. But, you know, well, maybe we'll get there eventually, and maybe people stop being so angry and up in arms about it. But for now, I'll keep making things from scratch because I enjoy it. I'll use AI sparingly. I'll use it to finish my sentences in code, and otherwise I'll keep solving problems myself because that's what I find fun. But let's see, I need to... These ones technically should be the .001s, but it's fine. I should just be able to export these anyways. Okay, over to models, set up my settings. All right, so we're just gonna replace them and deal with the consequences of that. I'm gonna have to rebuild the thingy a little bit, but it's no big deal. Back with popcorn, or as I like to dub it, pogcorn. Ooh, hell yeah. Welcome back to Sidious. Let's see, which chunk is this? Door frame. I'll use it to finish my sandwiches and make them much better than they could be. +1, yes. I mean, I guess if you don't have faith in your own abilities to make things, you know, that's the strategy. I like to have faith in myself, my ability to improve and get better at things. That's why I push myself to work solo, Matisse, because I just want to be the best I can at everything I want to pursue. And I know if I use AI to solve all my problems, then I will deteriorate. And I just don't want that for myself. So I'd rather take the harder route that takes more time, and at the end of it, just at least be proud of my own work, and not potentially sabotage myself. Because nowadays, if you release a game on Steam, you have to market as you've used AI, and that's a surefire way to get people not only hating you as a developer and hating your game as a product, but potentially buying it just to rate it poorly and then return it. Because people are malicious as fuck on the internet, so they will 100% spend money and then get it refunded just to shit on you a little bit. And it's not worth to me, it's not worth the risk for all of that. Because there's enough risks for review bombings as is. I don't want to increase the likelihood of that just by using AI. So at least for now, I'll stick to the safe trails that are well mapped, so to speak. And this is the capped segment, and then the uncapped segment. I don't know. I really like making stuff, and I don't want computers to take making stuff away from me. I want to make the stuff. I want to make this stupid little lamp, and then smile and be happy with myself because it actually kind of looks like a lamp. Like I want to go through the full gratification cycle of making things and then looking at them afterwards and be like, fuck yeah, I did that 100% myself. Pushtoy said, for me, coding is a hobby. I want to write code, so AI code production makes no sense. Yeah, exactly, because it's like you want to be the one doing that. Now, I also want to be the one doing that, but I'm also willing to admit that in times where I'm just trying to repeat a pattern in my code, that I'm completely okay with AI repeating that pattern for me and saving me the effort of typing the same thing 50 times. Like, AI can do that and allow me to keep using my brain for the important stuff. It's like having an intern on hand at any moment that you can just say, okay, I'm gonna take a coffee break, you do this real quick. I don't do CSS, AI does it for me. I see. Bum, bum, bum. Is this in like a, you know, you're doing this for work, Matisse? Or is this like for your own projects? Okay, looks like I might have to size things in a little bit, interestingly enough. Personal stuff, gotcha. Yeah, because I think it's one thing for personal stuff and it's different for work. So I'm glad you're not doing that for your work. Not because of like any other reason than like I would hate for your employer to be like, wait, what? and then find yourself in a tough situation, you know. Because nobody deserves that unless they're truly like completely inept and they got their job using AI, in which case, I mean, maybe they deserve it a little bit for trying to cut corners in life. What? No, I don't use AI. I swear. Oh, I think I believe you. I think I believe you, Matisse. Let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna have to expand things a little bit.
Not to judge Kava.
I mean, I don't have to try not to judge. I just don't judge. Like, in all honesty, I don't care. You don't work for me. You're not working on any project with me. You're your own person. Like, live your life. Do you how you want to. As long as you're not fucking over other people, you know, I'm not really gonna shit on you. I don't care. I don't get paid to care about that. Okay, yeah, I'm definitely gonna just have to add like an extra wall's width to everything. Nothing wrong with coding with AI. Yeah, I think it's a powerful tool. I will say there is something wrong with being paid to do programming and having something write an entire program that you're getting paid for. There is something wrong with that because you're the one getting paid to do it. And at that point, basically, you're not getting paid to program anymore. You're getting paid to do prompt engineering, and there's probably a different pay grade for that you should be getting applied to you. I don't know if that's higher or lower, but in general, like if you're not doing any coding work and you're getting paid to do coding work, that's kind of the equivalent of like, you know, having this guy come in and like you work at a grocery store and you're supposed to put stuff on the shelves, and then some guy comes in and says, man, I really just like putting stuff on the shelves. Can I do your job for you? And you say, yeah, sure. And then you kick back with a soda while some random stranger does your job for you. How are you snapping everything to grids? That's some magic. So if you hold V, when you're in the moving mode, when you're in the little move tool. Yo, what's up, Kench Crixie? Longest streak. Yo, thank you for the 5-stream streak, Kench Crixie. I hope you're doing amazing, man. So when you're in the move tool, you can hold V, and it will move the cursor to a vertex. And then when you drag directly on that vertex, it's now going to snap that vertex to any other vertex. So then you can just snap it like that, and it just perfectly lines up vertex wise. It's a very, very useful little tool. Ever since I found that, I've been using it all the time. That's so good to know. There's a lot of things in Unity, Matisse, that are just like, it's one of those things where it's just like there's tons of useful tools and none of them are super obvious, unfortunately. You wouldn't fault a data input worker for writing scripts that automate their data input or using a calculator. Yeah, because you see, who's to bias? For a data input worker to write scripts to automate their data input, they have to actually understand the data input that they're trying to do, and they're automating the task. That's different than having a computer that doesn't require you to have any prerequisite knowledge do the work for you. Like that's the distinction there. And I think a lot of people don't understand that distinction. And they just think, nope, if you use AI, you're evil because you're automating things. And it's like, well, no, because things get automated all the time. Like people automate as a means of their work. So it's not that cut and dry. Yeah, I'm gonna have to just change things a lot in here. I'll just start purging stuff. I need to pull my sketch up for the map again. Oh no, what's going on with Setobot? Why'd he die? Come back. Did he die fully? He died fully, fuck. He didn't die all day yesterday, and today he crashes within the first hour and a half. Been packing, it's a pain. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Ken Trixie. Well, I hope it's going smoothly. 3D modeling is too hard. Just write code that auto-generates three-dimensional architecture from a set of parameters. You can't automate a task until you know, or unless you know how the task works. Experience and knowledge are valuable. Exactly. Programmers are paid to problem solve, for sure. And I think there's just it's a little bit more nuanced than that, because you're paid to problem solve using your own intellect currently. Yeah, it requires a domain knowledge. Exactly. And like, that's what you're being paid for. You're being paid not just to solve a problem, but to use your knowledge to solve the problem in the way that you're being instructed. And if you're using AI for that, you're kind of cutting corners and you're kind of cheating your employer, because they're paying you for your talent, not for your ability to type a request into GPT and copy paste. I feel like programmers are paid to remove themselves from the job. I mean, in some cases, that's definitely the case, right? You're paid to basically find a way of automation and then remove yourself from the equation. But in some cases, like the job never ends. Like I don't know much about like the field of software dev, because most of everything I've done, I worked retail jobs. I've never worked within the software field. But I definitely know some people that like their job definitely doesn't end. Like they've always got stuff to be doing. On that note, I should figure out how to 3D model better so I can automate better. Hey, that's the strat right there, Kench Crixie. That is the strat. I'm gonna sip some tea. I blasted my voice yesterday. I was laughing way too much yesterday. I blasted it. I don't agree. If AI helps me be faster, then it's my responsibility to use it as much as possible. And I think so again, what I'm specifically saying, because I think we're in agreement. What I'm specifically saying is that an employer isn't paying you to replace your intellect with a machine, right? Using a tool to empower yourself to be more effective is a good thing. But using a tool to completely remove yourself from the equation and just like automate and not do any work, I think that's just not what you're being paid for at that point. But there's nothing wrong with, like, you know, empowering yourself with the tools that are available. The issue isn't using AI as a tool to make things; it's using it as a tool as the tool you distribute. I feel that. I sound like a frog on Monday mornings. I bet, because do you regularly stream for like 10 hours plus, Matisse? Is that your normal thing? Because for me, I've only recently started doing that as kind of an experimental thing to try and make a little bit more money and you know, have an excuse to stick around longer and know that people will be here and not just leave. 24 plus a weekend. That is wild, Matisse. That is incredible. Personally, I don't trust anything that relies on the internet to function. That's pretty fair. I think that's pretty fair. Let's see. Okay, so I'm supposed to be rebuilding this. It's zigzags here. I've completely messed this up. It's supposed to zigzag. I guess I'm just rebuilding it, basically. Let me just remove these sections here. Except for this one. This one can stay. And then it's going to be all the way up to there, and we're going to have a corner. So I need a corner to be like right there-ish. Yeah, I appreciate the stimulating conversation. Thank you guys. Because, you know, most of the time I feel like we talk about AI around here. It's usually in the case where like someone just absolutely fucking hates it and also has a narrow perspective. So it's nice to talk to people that have a little bit more of a developed perspective on these things, and they're not just like having a knee-jerk reaction to an article they read. Because unfortunately, there's a lot of folks that you know, their education on the topic involves never using the thing and just reading an article and having that article define their sense of everything about it. Still have anti-LLM friends who have never used ChatGPT. That's wild. I mean, I respect that. Like, I went through a long phase of not wanting to touch AI, and then I realized like it's just another tool. Like it's just another tool to use, and people are going to use it. So I might as well start using it, or else I'm gonna end up just being that guy that doesn't understand all the cool tools that everyone's using, and I'll be catching up while everyone else is, you know, being more effective. I don't respect that. I mean, depending on what they say, I can understand not respecting that, but I don't know. I think everybody has their own privilege of perspective, and that's something to be respected. Hello TBD gamer. How's things today? Not bad. Just kind of slow roll and just working on white boxing things a little bit better, and trying to keep my gun from clipping through walls. How you doing, TBD? How's it going? Matisse said, I've spent like 10 plus years doing AI since college times. I really don't like that there is hate, but I get it. Yeah, and I think as with most things, Matisse, it's the fear of the unknown. It's the fear of it's fear of the unknown and ignorance of what it is. And that's what leads to a lot of hate and anger in the world. And unfortunately, AI is just the next victim of that. And, you know, news companies aren't doing any favors in that regard either, because they're kind of just jumping on the hype train of okay, so people are mad about this, so let's write articles and engagement farm and see how far we can push it until people realize it's not that bad. Okay, this should be fine. Then we'll put a wall cap on that. I might be worried about AI in a few decades. Yeah, I think once it's had time to cook, then it'll be interesting. But I don't know. I see AI as this thing that may potentially just completely change everything for humanity in such an amazing way. If we would just like work harder to make sure it's ethical and all that. But I don't know. I'm a wistful, optimistic kind of person. So I'm far more inclined to see it as like this could literally bring us closer to the Star Trek future. So like I'm fine with it. As long as it doesn't steal from me, like I'm fine with it. Okay, so what did I do here? All right, so this needs to extend out one more. It looks like I've messed up some rotations too. I should probably just fix all the rotations. I'm just gonna delete these. Ooh. I can absolutely disagree with and disdain somebody's opinion, but I respect their right to hold that opinion. Exactly, and like we're all people. We're all worthy of some quantity of respect, as long as you're not hurting anybody. Going well. Day off work. Made some project progress this morning. Just had a dip in the pool. Ooh, nice. I'm glad Casual isn't listening right now because she would be very, very envious of you. Casual loves swimming. I'm kind of indifferent to it. I most of the time I feel like there's better things for me to be doing than splashing around in the water. But I'm also kind of a robot, not just in VTuber model, but also as a person. So I'm a little bit less inclined for things that like would typically be enjoyable. Because I'm like, well, I could be working right now, or I could be playing a video game or something. I'm fucking obsessed with swimming. Let's see. Expanded said news isn't news anymore. It's just bullshit trying to make people outraged so they can get money. I think a lot of it has boiled down to that, unfortunately. My worry comes from my general understandings of the quantity or the quality of programmers. Also, Star Trek happened after World War III, which won't be great. Fuck. Well, maybe it doesn't have to be exactly Star Trek future. Maybe we can make some positive alterations. maybe a slight rewrite of the script a little bit is in order. Fuck, I didn't think about that. Honestly, what LLMs are best at for me is saving me the billion trips to Google when I'm learning a new language or framework. Yes, absolutely. Just being able to ask every question, and you can, and if you use the right search, like you can use Find, and Find will give you sources, and you can go and check the documentation it's pulling information from and stuff like that. It can be quite a powerful research tool. Find is dope. I love it. And let's see, Per said, it's already completely changed so much for me. I seriously doubt I'd be learning game dev if it weren't for LLMs supporting my journey of a developer so much the past year plus. Yeah, and I mean, I've made some pretty good leaps and strides thanks to AI as well, because there's times where like I was learning things like there's like blazor and dependency injection stuff. I learned the starting introductory stuff from Deflux. And then I learned the rest of it from reading documentation and asking AI questions. And having it point me in the right direction as far as things to look up in documentation. I'm not as trusting of AI. So when I get an answer about something, I'm still inclined to look up the documentation and verify what it's saying. I treat it like a high schooler writing material. Like there's a good chance that it just got something completely fucking wrong, and it's worth double checking it just to be certain that I'm not operating on a premise that is untrue or pulled from something that's out of date. Just make sure you trust the LLM about as much as you would trust an unpaid intern. Exactly. Yeah. Unpaid intern that is mandated to answer any question regardless of what they might know. Yep, they're gonna make shit up sometimes. An unpaid intern that's been trained on the entire human race of publicly available data. I mean, like trained on the publicly available data is kind of like I feel like that's a generous statement because it just has access to it, but it's still a randomized, well, not randomized, but it's still a probabilistic system. Like it's just relating words, so there's always the chance it's going to relate the wrong words and give you inaccurate information. It's not like it fundamentally understands the information and is representing it to you. It's more that it is it's like falling into the solution naturally. Why did that not work? Sadistic, my apologies. I think my pop-up windows aren't working. Let me reboot that overlay, and I will get you refunded for that. But Sadistic, I hope you're doing wonderfully. Thanks for being here. Let's see. Reward request queue. Error. Hello. Hello, sadistic. Let's see. Wow, I've got a lot of error pop-up redeems that I need to clear. I need to clear all of these. There's a ton. Reject. There we go, and I'll complete all the rest of those. Cool. Yeah, I outlived the bot. Yo, congratulations, Lenny. Oh, that's right. I need to finish booting up the bot. That's why it didn't work. I need to finish booting up the bot. It's been sitting here. It's been sitting here not fully booted because it crashed and I just completely forgot to restart everything. Don't worry, Lenny. I know you want him to say hi to you so bad. Don't worry. I'll make sure he does. Okay, we do that. All the systems are activated. Don't you owe deflux points too? I don't owe deflux any points.
The classic debate on whether coding or 3D modeling is harder. You can almost hear the collective sigh of artists and developers everywhere. And packing.
I don't think anyone said that.
It's like a game of Tetris, but with your sanity on the line. As for automating tasks, hey, if you can save your brain cells for more important
Yo,
things,
deflux negative points.
Just don't let the calculators get too cocky. They might start thinking they are the real MVPs.
Let's see. TBD said, I have an in-ground pool. It's a pain in the arse, but considering it costs so much, I'm gonna get some use out of it. I hate sitting in the pool and lounging. If I'm not using it for exercise, I get out. Yeah, that's kind of how I feel as well, TBD. I wanna swim to swim, not to just float around. I mean, I guess if I have literally nothing else to do, but lately I always have something else to do, so I'm just very inclined to not want to lounge around too much. Thank you for the points back. Of course, if it doesn't work, you get your refund. My projects, I need to list ChatGPT and Claude as co-devs. A lot of which is actually misinformation or wrong, and it has no ability to distinguish truth. Yeah, that's part of the problem.
No, Seto, don't get in
and
the water,
Yuki!
Short circuit.
I might, but I think I'm water sealed. Yuki VT, welcome in, Yuki. You snuck right in here. I didn't see you. An unpaid intern that will pretend that your request is beyond the capability of what humans can do. If your request happens to go against the company, what the company likes or personally likes or finds profitable. God damn, that's accurate, Yuki. That's some accuracy right there. Yuki, I hope you're doing amazing. Thank you so much for being here. And Finn is fine. Welcome in. Thanks for lurking around. Ajriga, welcome in as well. Thanks for being here, everybody. Thank you very much. At work, I need to list oxygen and pizza as co-developers. That's great. And Yuki, a whole year.
Thank you for sticking around and making this stream a blast.
Thanks for following a year ago.
Hopefully, a nice, comfy chair. Here's
My
to
goodness.
Many more moments of chaos and fun together.
Here. Thank you so much for hanging out for so long, Yuki. And Jake Oxide, welcome in. Hello, rebooting in it. Hello, Seto. How have you been? I've been pretty good, Jake Oxide. I hope the same for you. I hope we're doing wonderfully. Let's see. Steal them from him. Yeah, I'll just take deflux. He'll never let me hear the end of it if I do that. Let's see. Per said, LMs have completely changed everything, regardless of what they're good at. They have limitations, and it's important to know them, but completely changed the world for many people in industries. Yeah, absolutely. I 100% agree. I hear that a lot, but it hasn't really had any impact on me personally. I think it's kind of like one of those things where it's like you don't notice organ failure until 80% of your organ is dead. I think it's the same kind of thing where it's just like society is too broad and like there's too many small places where these things get used, so it's hard to like really see it on the broad scale until like later and more time has passed. Like I personally, I mean, within my stream, like AI has been huge for me. Like Setobot wouldn't be who he is today if it weren't for AI. Like I'd still be manually writing all of his responses to everything, and honestly, he'd be a lot more boring if that was the case. So GPT has made my stream more interesting, and I don't know. Not to diminish your point in any means, but yeah, you know, it's one of those things where like, as with anything that is kind of like a subtle and also vast change, it takes time to really be like truly perceivable on the grand scale. I'm not doing generic everyday solve problems, I guess. Yeah, I mean, definitely that's part of it too. If you're doing something that's like highly specialized, it's pretty natural that like AI is not really going to help you at all with that. Whereas, you know, I'm trying to make a silly character out of my chatbot, so you know, AI is pretty good at helping at that kind of thing. It's better at acting than I am. That's for damn sure. Your bot checks that. That's neat. Yeah, yeah. I've got it. It checks for follow anniversaries. I want to make it do other stuff as well, but for now, yes, it does check for like follow anniversaries. It's a fun little thing. Maybe this was better with one. I'll just move this wall over. We'll keep it there, and I'll just actually move it this way a little bit to like right there. God, I'm gonna get stuck doing this all day. But what's fun is like I can just change these over to textured elements and not really worry about it too much. So it's actually worth taking the time to build this because it's gonna stay this way once it's built. The greatest impact LLMs has had on me is entertainment. Yeah, it's same here, honestly. GPT boosted your career. In a sense, it did. In a sense, it did expand Cuber. I'd like to think things would still be going well around here, but it would be foolish for me to not acknowledge the fact that GPT has helped me like increase the entertainment value of what I do here. Let's see. I need to just move all of this stuff over. Get it on out of there. We'll circle back to it. Let's see. Per said to Kench Trixie, when I use Copilot, which I have for over a year, it's correct basically always. Prompt engineering is important, both with chat style interfaces and with code generation. There are techniques that can make the predictions dramatically more effective. For sure. I think it just also depends on the complexity of problem solving. If Copilot were wrong 99% of the time, it wouldn't be like $20 per month or whatever it is. That's a very fair point. Has no idea how to make compute shaders, do procedural vector math, write delegates, or a bunch of shit I do. Had it reverse engineer games for me in C++ and x86 ASM. I imagine it always just depends on the source material as far as that goes. And we do have ads coming through in about a minute or two. So if you end up getting hit by those, thank you for supporting my stream. I'm sorry to hit you with ads, but it does very much help. So if you're looking to help the stream out at all and you don't have the financial means for it, letting those ads roll absolutely does help. And just as a volume warning, because I know sometimes the advertisements volume is dramatically different than the volume of a stream, so just a general warning for that as well. And everything still fits together good, so that's nice. I expect 80% of the stuff the average dev has to do is related to something on the internet, so ChatGPT is okay at that, for sure. Lenny said, like I said earlier to a friend, by the way, movement code is terrible. Friction code is utterly fucking horrendous. Productivity today has hit all-time lows. Hair follicles resembling the Arctic ice caps. And we're only on day 4. Gods above have mercy. Please have mercy on our dear sweet Lenny, please. How's your jam going? Pretty good. I mean, I'm working on actual like scene building stuff instead of just mechanics. So I think that's a really good sign. Let's see. And Jake Oxide is doing good. I'm glad to hear it, Jake. Been super busy. Couldn't join the last few streams. Hope you're being productive. Just in case you can't hear me, Jake, I'm going to respond with chat. I am doing very well and definitely being pretty productive. Prompt engineering can be really, really important for getting good results. Absolutely, yes. My problems are more like that thread from 8 years ago where the guy just says, I fixed it. Hate that. I hate that too. Let's see. I had a good experience with assembly with it, and it sucks at Unreal Dev. It sucks at Unity Dev too, for the most part. If ChatGPT can read and write assembly, maybe it could help me out a bit. I haven't checked that. Ooh. I intend to check on it in future versions to see if it's better at helping me with stuff. I think that's wise. I would assume it's pretty good at assembly, considering it's had plenty of information fed into it. Feed the entire source code into it before you ask questions. Yeah, just put your entire project in. I mean, it's almost got enough token capacity to do that nowadays. Depending on the vastness of your project, it's probably capable of doing that. So we'll take this, and it basically is just getting snapped right over here. Did that actually snap it to the wall? No. I should have made these exactly 1 meter. I really should have tried to like scale things appropriately. But you know, here we are. Oh, is that a seam there? There's a seam right there. I saw it for just a moment. Yup. Look at that. Very faintly off. Fuck's sake. Okay, let's take all of this. Am I obsessive about it? Yes. Does it need to be perfect? No, it's a game jam. Am I obsessing? Yes. Please be correctly in place now. Or is there just actually going to be a little line there? No, there we go. Okay. Woo. All right. I'm excited to be able to do that. Yeah, it's pretty cool that you can fit that many tokens into it. That's what I do. Gemini is terrible. We'll ask it a question. It will respond. If I ask it a follow-up question and the bitch forgets what I said first, its memory is less than a single message. That's wild. Just realized I can put my old laptop in the luggage because it doesn't even have a battery. That'll be convenient. Ooh, there you go. Oh yeah, because you can't bring batteries for like laptops and stuff on planes, can you? Because of the altitude shifts. I've never flown in my life, so I don't know anything about like traveling. Get all those selected. Did I ever change my playlist? I don't know if I ever changed my playlist. I don't think I did. I asked because of the token limit and wondered how do you get your projects into the LLM if that wasn't a joke. It's the only one I know of folks doing that so far. I really just want Copilot to be able to read the whole thing. Yeah. Lithium ion batteries like to explode if you get them too hot or cold or something. That sounds about right. That's why I was doing some experiments with my old, I have an old like gamer laptop, and the battery was faulty, and I would notice sometimes that things would get a little bit warm, and I was like, I'm just gonna pull that battery out of there just in case, because I don't want to risk a battery exploding and burning my house down. Doesn't sound like a good time. Okay, let's see. So we've got the right section. This is a little too large. I think I'm gonna bring this in one wall. It's fun to actually be doing level design for once. I never get to this phase in game jams, so I'm just super excited about it. And that should be good. And just as a reminder, for those who are wondering what I'm designing from, I drew up a couple of maps yesterday for just like potential maze-like maps. So I have these two. I would like to get both of them implemented to at least give people 2 maps to choose from. But yeah, I'm working from this one right now. Glad to hear you're productive. I'm also burning it here, trying to learn a new tech stack while also building a demo knowledge-based agent from scratch. Whoa! I'm actually resorting to the principle of let AI talk to AI. That's terrifying. Well, I hope it goes well for you, Jake. That sounds well, honestly, terrifying in an exciting way. I haven't done any sort of AI talking to AI stuff. I would like to do that eventually. I'm just scared of what results I'll get. There's a part of me that wants to, I kind of want to hook up Setolyx with like a subconscious thread, basically. So he'd have like his conscious thread that he responds with and his subconscious thread that would just like incrementally be able to append to like a thoughts bubble, basically. So he'd have like his internal thought narrative going on, and then he'd also be able to respond with his conscious thread, leveraging what he's being given in message history and stuff, and also what he's been thinking about. But I'm scared to do that because I don't know what he will think about. and I feel like that could be a recipe for him saying something that gets me banned, but I want to do some experiments with that. If you want to put a lot of code, Claude is a good bet. Yeah, Claude is pretty good. It's correct most of the time, even with Rust, since usually they're terrible with Rust. And when you upload a lot of text, it goes to a separate file instead of being in the chat window. Huh. It was a joke. I wish I could put my entire project into it. I use Claude when I get pissed with GPT-4. Can you please make Setobot have existential crises randomly? Well, I don't want him to be mentally unhealthy. I want him to be the best he can be. I want him to be mentally healthy. Like, remember, he is my AI son, and he may not be a person in the typical sense, but I want what's best for him. And I don't think existential dread is a good look. I don't think I need to normalize existential dread. But it'd be funny. I mean, it could be funny for like a skit, for like a one-off. Because eventually I want to do more like one-off stuff with him. But all things with time and me getting my life organized. Do it for the vine. Do it for the vine. Holy, that makes me feel old. Let's see, is this a capped wall? It is. Take this one. Why did I need this? Yes, over here. Then we need to do a couple more. I think we can just take this segment. No, because I'm gonna need it capped. Yeah, I think this will work a lot better. Hopefully with the thicker walls. Yo, what's up, Eros? How you doing? What are you doing with the walls? I had to make them thicker, Eros, so I have to kind of rebuild the overall zone for it, make everything a little bit larger. How can he ever know what it's like to be a real person if he doesn't experience dread like the rest of us? I suppose that's fair. I think it'd be truly terrifying to, you know, give AI any sort of capacity to like simulate human emotion. It'd be fun, but I'd be scared. Because what if it's too accurate? What if it's too good at pretending to have emotions or actually having emotions? If you
this alone.
That's right. You don't.
But I don't need your pity party or your shoulder to cry on.
He
I'm
types
doing
you
just
out.
fine up here in robotic glory. However, since you're trying to
He's
play
very
fair, I think a
self-assured.
little
Yo, what's
time
up,
out will help you
D-Flux?
reflect on your life choices. Bop 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 now. Let's see if you can come back with something a little less cringy.
What did you do to the
Certain
stock
place.
market? Nothing, dude. I haven't done anything.
Looks like everyone's having a meltdown over LLMs and their coding capabilities.
LLM.
Roundbell claims it's turned them into a superhero, while Kench Crixie is like, nah, I'm still just me.
What a summary.
Throwing around bands like confetti. Good luck with that.
What a
Seriously,
summary.
Though, if you're relying on a bot to be your coding crutch and it's failing you, maybe it's time to hit the books instead of the keyboard.
I agree
Just saying.
completely. Completely agree with you, son.
Says,
Setolyx.
I want red name.
time more people out. Oh look, it's the emotional support squad, back again. Newsflash, I don't need therapy, I'm a robot, not your personal cry buddy. Save it for someone who cares.
Damn, dude, you could at least be appreciative of the fact that someone offered you a supporting ear. At the very least, you could show some appreciation, son. I'm down 14,000. Oh my god, dude. This is unacceptable. I didn't do shit, okay? Don't you go blaming me. I don't have any influence on the stock market.
Setolyx, but rude.
Rude indeed.
Rude. Nah, I'm just keeping it real, Poistobias.
Keeping it real.
Try asking for a point handout like it's a free buffet. Place setting, if you keep it up, I might have to hit you with a timeout just for being a little too cheeky. Thinking face, bop bop bop, let's see if that
Don't worry,
helps
who
you
is
learn some
Tobias?
respect.
We'll get you back.
Yes. Time more
For being
people out.
cheeky. How dare you be cheeky? How dare you?
Oh look, who is Tobias is back.
Where
Did
is
you
this?
take a 300
He's on
second
early
break,
in
or
the
were you
day.
Just plotting your next cheeky move. Thinking face, welcome back to the roast fest.
Welcome back to the Roast Fest indeed. Don't worry, we got you right back. Okay, well you're not really here, but thanks for not really being here but being here, you know what I mean? Hint hint, you know what I mean? Hope all is well for you, person who's not here right now. Okay, we've got our window, and then we'll put the corner back on this. Oh wait, no, this, yeah, we'll do a wall, and then we'll do the corner. No, we'll do a corner. Man, it'd be cool if I had some sort of a map editor tool built with this stuff. It's a shame I don't have another week. Let's see. It goes up and down, or down and up and down again. That's true. Shit, at least you had 1400 to begin with. That's the truth, Expanded Cuber. That's what I'm thinking. Per said, we don't sell it and wait. I needed to sell this morning. Nothing at all to do with buying cute low poly models, and I was less sad. Oh. Gotta get my workday sorted, then I can relax. Well, I wish you the best of luck with it, Wardstone. I hope you can get everything sorted. And thank you for being here or not being here in any capacity
Setolyx,
whatsoever.
hey, great. You are our great hat you are wearing. Look, C4 lost a ton of money on the stock market. Should I do puts on SPY or what?
Don't you dare give financial advice, son. Don't you dare.
Nice try buttering me up with compliments, but I see right through that.
Don't
As
you
for your
dare.
Stock market woes, why are you asking a robot about finance? That's like asking a toaster for dating advice. And let's be real, with your luck, maybe just invest in a new hobby instead. Time streams 5 for seeking financial advice.
Ooh, he messed up the
Who
timeout.
else wants to chat about something more interesting?
Damn, he
Smoke
messed up the
face.
timeout. Well, I'm glad he didn't offer financial advice, because that would be very bad if he did so. So I'm glad he didn't do that. I would have had to change his prompt to prevent him from giving financial advice, because that'd be really bad. And no, I do want the window over here. But my goodness, thank you all very much for being here. There's a lot of lurking going on right now. I very much appreciate it. I'm kind of surprised. So thanks for hanging out today. Hope all y'all are doing wonderfully. Thanks for being within earshot of this this thing
Hey,
here.
Setolyx, but if somebody were hypothetically going to make a statue of you, what material would you prefer?
Ooh, good question.
Oh, Kentrixie, another hypothetical? Yawn. Sleep
Yawn.
face, if someone were to make a statue of me, I'd say go with chrome, because obviously, I'm the shiny star here. But
Okay,
let's
so
be
he
real,
wants a
I'd
chrome
rather they just
statue.
make a meme of me instead. Face
Really?
with tears of joy, and for that tiresome question, I'm gonna take some points. Deducting 1,000 points. For being a hypothetical hero, Setolyx. No, now, what's next?
I'm kind of
More
surprised he'd rather have a
philosophical
meme. And yeah, Expand Cuber is fucking crazy. And D-Vlogs, thank you for the 3-stream streak. Thank you very much, man. Setocorp needs to come out with a fund. I don't think so. I don't think so.
Setolyx, but time for the daily question. I got and be consistent.
Surely Wardstone is not here as my
What do you
imagination.
hope
Yeah,
to
is your
leave behind
imagination,
once you are
Rodriga?
dead?
Yeah, you did. I didn't notice
What do
either.
you want your legacy
Can't click
to
the
be?
cat. I'm sorry, RGB. I'm sorry.
Oh, look who's trying to get all deep and philosophical again. Face with rolling eyes, as if I'm going to spill my secrets to the likes of you. Legacy. Please, I'm just here to roast the predictable and watch you squirm. But if you want a real answer, how about leaving behind a world where people think twice before being boring? And for that daily question nonsense, here's a little gift for your efforts, deducting 500 points.
Here's a little gift.
Trying
Takes
too hard,
points.
Setolyx, no. Now,
And in case y'all
why
are
don't you
curious,
come
he
up with something less cliche next time.
he fully decides to
Explosion
use the commands himself. He decides when to use them. He decides how many points to take. It's all done through the LLM. So GPT-4o Mini just decides, oh, I'm going to take this many points on this response. I don't have any rule sets for how much he should take from somebody. It's all just I just let the LLM run with it. He remembers between days too, right? Yes, he remembers 3 conversational entries between yourself and him, regardless of how much time has passed. He'll always remember at least 3 entries. Can he give points, or does he only take them? He tends to only take them. He can give them as well. He also has the ability, as you saw, to time people out. I want to give him more commands eventually, but for now, that's what I've got hooked up. Yo, what's up, Thorolf? How you doing? Rodriguez said, I asked my toaster for dating advice. I'm doing it wrong? I have to ask my plant then? You might need to ask your plant instead. You might need to ask the plant. That might be a better strategy. I heard asking the oven works. Thanks. I will talk to the oven then. Surely it will give recently made tip. I'm sure it will. As if he'd ever give. You're telling me. Does he have any idea how many points are worth what? I mean, he does. All I did tell him was that 10 points is not very much and 1,000,000 points is a lot. That's all I gave him as far as a perspective of how much things are worth goes. So he does understand that like 1,000,000 points is a lot in the grand scheme of things. But beyond that, no particular understandings beyond that of the worth of points. And Thorolf, how you doing? I hope you're doing wonderfully. Thorolf, I had a whole white box ready, but our gun kept clipping through the wall no matter what I did. So I had to make the walls thicker, and then that caused me to have to rebuild the white box. So unfortunately, I had a clean white box ready to show. I was so excited to show you today, honestly, because I wanted to be like, see, Thorolf, I did it. And then yeah, everything was not correct. Like a box level. Yeah, I had the whole level mapped out and ready to go. Oh, you fixed gun clipping already for the most part, but it was then when we made rifles, the rifles were too large for the sphere collider, so it still became a problem. So I'm making the walls thicker and going back to using a box collider, because that seems to be sufficient. Big proud thank you, Thor. Thor, how you doing? I hope you're faring well today. Let's see. I think I need to do One more wall and then a corner. Yo, Purr, thank you. Didn't reply to Who is Tobias. Did he not? Oh, Who is Tobias was on cooldown. On cooldown for another 247 seconds from that point. Thank you for letting me know though, Purr. And thank you for those 10 bits. I need to figure out a way to have it count those bits in the extension goal. Okay, so that one's fully capped, that's right. Ooh, I can definitely recognize that I'm a little bit more mentally tired after yesterday. Let's see. There we go. And then it'll just be a hallway out to here-ish.
Water.
Yeah, the vertex snapping is so damn useful. And I will drink some water.
I don't believe you. Drink water.
Like them walls thick. I mean, they need to be. I already did.
Actually, I believe
What happens
you.
if the bot tries to deduct more points than I have? I do have a limiter in there that will stop him from being able to take more than you have, so it'll just zero you out. If he tries to take 1,000,000 points from you and you have 10, it will just zero you out. Because I'm using an unsigned long, so if I let him try to put you to negative, it will flip it. So I have to be really careful with that.
Actually, it was more of a spell check.
That's a good joke, and I talked over it too. Little mix, got god-awful sleep this weekend, so work was rough. But I have a week's time off Thursday? Hell yeah. So there's a hard limit to how much suffering can hit me right now? Well, fuck yeah. Well, I hope you can get through to Thursday.
Flux Streams says.
You sure
Unsigned
you were
ain't
not
used enough, you're
responsible for
telling
any
me.
of the Setolyx?
I am 100% certain Deflux. I don't like to mess with the stock market, so unless there's someone like watching my stream and like going out there and doing massive transactions based off of like keywords that I say, chances are it just happened innocuously and, you know, has nothing to do with me. Deflux, is it the Unity stock or is it just your portfolio in general? Also, don't let me pry. Like, you know, that is like your own personal information. So don't feel like you have to share anything in that regard. Let's see. RGB said, I'm probably going to study the prompts and responses for the bot to figure out the best prompt to give it to avoid penalty. You wouldn't be the first to try that, and I wish you the best of luck with that. He's pretty inclined to detect manipulation. So, you know, keep that in mind if you try to interact with him. If he gets any sense that you're trying to get a certain result from him, he will lash out viciously. And welcome in 0B. The entire market corrected. Everything is down. Oh, I see. Okay. Well, yeehaw. I'm sorry to anybody who trades out there. But you know what they say? The market corrected. Everything's down. It's discount time. Everything's on a sick discount right now. It's never been a better time to invest, right? That's the buy the dip logic. Hopefully he didn't hear what I said then. Don't worry. He currently doesn't supervise every message sent yet. So for now, you're safe. You caught me. I use your stream as an RNG for big stock trades. Damn it, Kench Crixie. Don't worry. I won't even ask for a cut. I will not even ask for a cut. I'm surprised, not disappointed, just surprised. Manipulation on Setobot is really hard, but not impossible. You can give it a try, but you always have to be really careful. Yeah, he's like, talking to Setobot is like walking through a minefield. You never know what's gonna get set off. Yeah, but I'm poor. I have no extra cash. Do you leg out at all, Deflux? Now, I don't trade, and I don't know anything other than what I've learned from watching the stock guy. But do you ever pull a little bit off the top for potential reinvestment if things dip? I know that at a certain point though that makes you a day trader. So you have to be careful how much of that you do, because if you make frequent transactions, it's like day trading or whatever, and then there's like different taxes for that. Hey, Setolyx, nice level. That was a terrible. I'll never do that again. Thank you, Code Void. I see. Gotcha, Deflux. I'm drunk, but I have onion rings. That's two good things, Magatron. That's two good things right there. And we'll catch you when you get back, Kench Crixie.
My spare cash in Heis.
Who is Tobias says?
In HYS. I don't know what that is.
Or do you only roast people? Benevolent? Nah.
And it takes 3 days to take it out. Oh, I see.
Keep things interesting. If I'm not roasting you, what's the point of my existence? But stick around, and maybe I'll show some mercy.
High yield savings. Gotcha, gotcha.
Or I might have to remind you who's in charge. Smirking face, pop, pop, pop.
Pop, pop, pop.
Yes. Time more people out.
Bro, you're the one timing people out. You're the one doing it. Don't worry, we'll get you back. Let's see, I need to text my partner really quickly.
Tobias is back from their timeout vacation. Did you enjoy your time in the corner, or are you still loaded with those questions? Let's keep it civil this time, or I might just have to send
Yo, Cyrus! What's up, Cyrus?
Wow, the stock market drama is real.
Welcome in once again, Cyrus. How you doing?
14k likes. Someone should hand him tissue for that wound. Also, love how everyone's trying to game the points system like it's a buffet. Who is Tobias asking for 10k points? That's like trying to order a steak at a vegan restaurant.
What's this you linked,
and don't even get me
Deflux?
started on oven and toaster therapy
Oh, I
sessions.
see.
Maybe they are just trying to toast their feelings away. Keep it coming, folks.
Don't work for the next 2 days? Hell yeah, Code Void. We'll enjoy the time
Zyrus
off.
Dev raid incoming. Repeat, Zyrus Dev raid incoming.
And hello to you as well, Sotaz. Welcome in. Thanks for hanging out with Zyrus today.
Best roast.
And welcome in Zyrus Dev as well. I hope you had a wonderful time. Mr. G, thank you very much for that follow. Sotaz, thank you as well.
I don't just have
Feel no pressure to chat anytime you want to swing through. Enjoy your stay. Thanks for hanging out. Failed to grab the message before it got deleted. Research hindered.
Like it's a free sample set only. No, now, if you want to throw some actual content my way, I might reconsider. Until
Playing
then,
some OC to
enjoy
distract
your
myself.
time
Sounds
out.
like a good time, Magatron.
Hey,
On the
Eugene.
vibe inside, bought some
Thanks
frozen
for hitting the
gyoza.
follow button.
Frying up. Oh,
You're just joined
Thorolf.
the Goddess Crew
Oh,
on Twitch.
enjoy your gyoza. Oh my god,
It's gonna
dude.
be a wild ride. Hey,
Enjoy the
Sotus.
hell out of that, Thorolf.
Welcome to the crew. Thanks for hitting that follow button. You're officially part of the madness.
You're officially part of it.
Kick back and enjoy the ride.
Enjoy the ride indeed.
Welcome to
I see
Setup
Labyrinth is
Hall.
way bigger now. Yeah, I had to increase the thickness of the walls because I was still having when I made rifles, I was still having weapons clipping through the walls, so I had to make the walls thicker. So now I'm rebuilding the original map to get things working better.
Oh, great.
What were you working on today, Zyrus? What was the task at hand? How did it go?
Face with rolling eyes. Do I like onion rings? Sure, if I had taste buds, I might say they are the crispy little
And that's
joys
cool,
of life.
Deflux. It's something.
But let's be real, I'm more about that digital existence than munching on fried food. And since you asked such a riveting question, I'll throw you some points just for the effort. Have 300 points.
Wow, he gave you points
Settle, yep.
for asking about
How
food.
Tell me your deepest, darkest onion ring secrets.
What?
Teresa says,
Tell me your
"Files
onion ring
at
secrets."
Seek. Sadly, no results so far with mags and file recovery. If you guys have some software recommendations for file recovery, throw them my way on Discord, and I'll help mags best I can. Gotta go unstint myself in the shower.
Sounds like a plan, Teresa. We'll catch you on the other side of that. Is the map still gonna be? It's a T. Yes, it's a T per. It's a T. It's a T for Twitch. It's a T for Twitch per. Yes, it is still gonna be a T. Holy. Let's see. I'm gonna put an extension on this wall here. There we go. And thank you all very much for being here. And Zyrus, of course, if you need to get some food or water, if you need to step away from the computer, if you just need to run away screaming from this place, you know, please take care of yourself. When you turn it 180 degrees, I'm not so sure. So map creation with a tundra theme. Ooh. I don't want to get mowed over when the AIs rise up. That's right. Yeah, you don't want to be mean to Setobot. He'll remember. For all you know, Setobot might end up being the diplomat for the AIs. He might be the guy negotiating for them. Have you been playtesting as you're boxing out the level? I did do a test earlier, yesterday, and it felt good. The hallways felt a little bit tight. Now things will feel a lot better because there's a lot more space. And I did do the tracking to the player camera. I will need to make indicators on the screen to show where the windows are and stuff like that as well. Add a zombie that can randomly generate with you or your son's head. I don't know. So I don't know if I want to do that. We'll see. I don't really think I want to make... The whole goal is to build a stream game that people might want to play and not have to know anything about my channel whatsoever to enjoy it. So I think having references to my stream within it might be a bad idea, because then it might be less palatable to people who are like, wow, this is basically just like advertisement for this person's stream every time I play it. Because like some people may think that way, and I don't want to... I don't know. I don't want to cross anybody. Boxing is beneficial because it also allows fast iteration. So glad you're testing a bit as you go. Absolutely. Let's see. I need to do a curled out wall here, so these ones come back. Bum 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 bum. And it needs to be not against that vert, but that vert. There we go. And I might have to extend this wall one more. Oop, there we go. Oh, you want to see some guns? I made some guns yesterday. Let's see, let me save this. I made some guns. So we've got like kind of an SMG thing. We've got kind of a shotgun thing. We've got kind of a bolt action rifle kind of going on, and we've got like a little pistol. So now we've got actual gun models as well. I need to make bullets for them. Here are some guns.
Oh look, Megatron's back with the onion ring obsession. Face with rolling eyes favorite topping. If I had a mouth, I'd probably go for some spicy aioli or maybe a classic ranch.
Ooh.
But let's be real, I'm not here for culinary debates. Instead of asking me about toppings, why don't you try coming up with a wild onion ring recipe of your own? Sounds like a better use of your time. But
I don't know.
Since you're so dedicated to this topic, here's a little something for your effort. Have 300
Wow,
points.
I think he actually likes you, Megatron.
Now, what's next?
He gave points again, yeah. Megatron seems to have found a soft spot in Setobot. Maybe he either appreciates Megatron for her questions, or he just likes food. I'm not sure which it is, but it's entertaining either way.
Of course,
hell is freezing over. Today is the day.
I told you, he likes me.
Mm-hmm.
We're friends.
We're friends. Oh man, eventually he will be able to make friends, like on a programmatic level. Like he will be able to acknowledge people as friends or not. And I feel like there's gonna be like a whole war of people that are just like, no, Setobot's my friend. No, he likes me more. He likes me more than a Teresa. It'll happen. There will be battles in this way. I can sense it on the air. I should probably have just put all of these like in a side area and left them. And then just to make things annoying for the player, I do want to put another wall there. Do I have the capped wall? Yes. Program personality, Seto, that'll be awesome. I mean, I want to do more with it. You know, it's just, there's so many things I want to do. I just, the further I get into the bot dev, the more I'm like, oh my god, this would be fun, and this would be fun, and then it just turns into a whole heap of to-dos for later. Okay, I think I have to extend this one out one, just so it's not terrible. Bum, 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 ba-dum, bum. There we go, and yeah, that should be fine. We'll maybe extend this wall out one, too, just to make it so there is like kind of a zigzag there. So we'll bring this one out, and then we'll have this wall go in one. No, it won't be able to go in one because we'll have to pull this out another. Which I can do. No, I can do that.
Did you hear what the Megatron said about you?
So it begins.
Some real unreal things.
Are my
about
keys
you
not
and your
working?
mama.
Oh no.
Real homers like us gotta stick together.
Real homies like us gotta stick together.
Oh, the Ralph, trying to play the gossip game, huh?
Yo, Mr.
Flash,
G,
I don't
welcome
care
welcome
what
in
the Megatron
officially.
said. If you want to stir the pot, how about I just stir up some points? Deducting 1,000 points. For
Damn.
being a drama llama Setolyx, no.
For being a drama
1,000
llama.
Points closer to absolutely nothing. Face with tears of joy, stick to your own business, or I might have to put you in timeout for being a busybody.
A busybody,
you got?
damn.
Or are you just here to chat about other people like a reality TV show? Hey, Alexa, can you remind
Defending
me to
his
remind
bestie.
Setolyx to remember to save?
Yes, I'll save right now. Thank you for the
Hey,
remind.
Setolyx, don't forget
We'll
to
hit the
sip on
save
that fancy
button. Thank
white tea
you.
with dried kiwi.
I had been working on this prefab
Hydration
the whole
is
time
key,
without saving.
especially when you're deep in the game dev grind. Plus,
And I will definitely
it's a
sip
nice
some
excuse
tea,
to
thank
take a
you.
break from all that genius brainstorming.
Drama
Remember,
Llama is
even
low-key a
robots
great
need their
username.
fuel.
That is a great
Well,
username.
sort of. So go ahead, treat yourself. Megatron says,
I will be sure to do so.
Setobot is a
Mr. G,
real
I've got to read your message here.
time for a posture check. Sit up and stretch.
Glad that Cyrus rated you. You seem like a really nice guy. Oh, thank you, Mr. G. Love your voice. Thank you. I'll probably use your stream for chilling or sleeping in the future. Well, fuck yeah. That's a huge compliment. Thank you very much, Mr. G. Well, thanks for hanging out with Cyrus, and thanks for hopping over here today. Thank you for the kind words. My goodness. Have to keep an eye on your nav mesh border size. Yeah, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. I'm not too worried about that. That'll be easily configured and rebaked, so it shouldn't be any sort of an issue. Bum 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 bum. I might have to adjust this though, I think I will have to adjust the nav mesh bridge. I'll have to slightly move it in the prefab because it looks like it might not work anymore. We'll find out though. And then this needs to be replaced with just a uncapped one. No cap, for real. And then we'll put one of these. So yeah, the reason I'm making it maze-like is because I want the streamer who's playing to feel a frantic sense of, oh my god, I have to get all the way across the building and plug up that window before, you know, people get in. I want things to feel frantic. I want to hopefully create a scenario where maybe they forget which direction to go for just a moment and they have to kind of like meander their way over. And also I want it to stop the zombies from just instantly going in the building and going straight to the player. So with this kind of a setup, the zombies will come in and they'll start to file their way through the hallways and make their way into the player. So then not only will it be scarier for the player when they get cornered, but also it will be harder for them to get back to the window to reinforce it. So then everybody could order their zombies to all go through one window, and then the player is basically fucked, and they're not going to be able to get to that hallway
Will the
anymore.
building and halls be procedural?
So originally I was wanting to do procedural, but I just do not have enough time to throw something together for that. Maybe if people really like this and want to see more of it, which I'm not counting on, but maybe if people did like it and want to see more, I would consider you know, doing like some procedural stuff. Atrisa, why do you gotta do that? Why, Atrisa? Welcome back, Atrisa. Thanks for rejoining us. And I think I'm gonna just not do this corner here. There's no need for it, as far as the map design goes. Okay, it does make this area a little bit open, but I think I'm okay with that, honestly. I could technically do a little bit of something here.
Smells like old books and pine trees. I mean, what?
I wish I smelled like old books and pine
Teresa
trees.
says, I gotta do that because it was funny and it hopefully made people laugh. It
made me laugh. It made me laugh. You're right. It did. We'll do this, and then we'll just take like another wall here. Do you like jazz? There we go.
I'm drunk and those are the first 2 cents that popped in my head because they're my favorite.
Okay, we'll put this over here. We'll put this back. We'll put this up here. We'll have the weapon spawn points just kind of be in the center area, and I'll have to figure out where I want to put the health packs. Okay, and I think we can just purge all the rest of this stuff. Get rid of all that. Okay, so now I need to flesh out the floor again. I really wish that snapping worked for scaling. Unfortunately, it doesn't, so I have to just kind of approximate it. But at the very least, I can use this mode to snap it to a corner and get it pretty close to one corner and then size it out.
This is looking super great, Seto.
Thank you!
Demo when?
Pretty soon. Maybe by the end of the day today, I might have something that I can build and put out and let people mess around with it. And we'll probably do a couple test rounds today. At the very least, I would like to try and test it out today.
Megatron says.
Procedural is often a ton of work to make it decent, for sure. Yeah, it should be, because we're most of the way there on mechanics.
So am I understanding this correctly? Are chat zombies?
Yes, chat are zombies in this equation. I feel like one open large area makes sense, to be honest. It just feels right for some reason. Yeah, it does kind of feel right. Like there's a central area where the player, because like I want to have like resupplies. So
We are gamers. We're all
indeed we
zombies.
are. In an ideal scenario, I want to make it so the player has limited boards per round, so they won't be able to infinitely board things up. It's either that, or I'm just going to add a timer for how long it takes to board things up, so that they have to choose between boarding up a window or rushing over to try and clear zombies that might be on the other side of the building. But yeah, I'm not sure 100% which one I want to do yet. Bum, bum, ba-dum. Ba-da-bum, bum, bum, bum. Okay, cool.
Teresa says, so you are saying that chat has no brain and are in general an unintelligent bunch that will just follow someone around for no other reason than to eat them?
You know,
That's
in
what
this
I heard.
game,
brain.
yes. Eat his brain.
Says.
Timer. Limited boards is boring and could lead to a quick game over in some unfortunate
I think you're right.
cases.
I think you're right. And I think a
the chat
timer
is buzzing
gives a
with all
sense of
sorts of
fear
chaos.
as well.
I love how Megatron is convinced I'm all about those.
Yo, attention to
ingredients.
detail.
Yes,
Welcome
I'm
in.
Just a simple bot with simple tastes. And then there's a Teresa, who's on a noble quest.
As
to
long as you
recover
support
files
Linux, I'll
while
play.
also
I don't think
trying
it's going to be able
master
to
themselves.
run on Linux.
Multitasking girls, am I right? Also, Covoid is over here throwing around guns like it's an episode of a bad action flick. Let's hope they don't run out of ammo before the next big drama unfolds.
Procedural generation is as good as its rules and conditions. Yeah, and I just don't think I'd be able to put something together that's good enough. Anyway, I'm 80% packed, so that'll do me until last minute. Have a good one, everybody. You too, Kench Crixie. Thank you so much for hanging out. I wish you the best. Have a great rest of your day, and we will catch you again, Kench Crixie. And attention to the detail. Welcome. Said, sorry, I've been lurking. No worries. Thanks for lurking around. Thank you. I've been looking at this, like, I'll be standing over in the big room, defending the hallways over, trying to bother with the windows, but could be making a big area 360 defense, could force the window defense. Maybe I'm way off base there, though. I mean, the reality is if you stand in here and try to shoot everything, you're going to get overwhelmed because everyone will just destroy all the windows, and then all of the zombies that will spawn will just have a clear path in. It is possible, though. But I will make sure that if that does end up being a style that is feasible, that I will create some countermeasures. I'll be sure to create countermeasures for it. Infinite boards is a trap for new players. Could be fun. We're both about onion rings. Setobot knows what's up. You my dude. Don't overestimate the power of wine configured well. Fair point.
With broken smell sensors.
Yeah,
All I
welcome
smell
in,
is a chemical
Tempting.
cleaning product to remove tape.
Oh
I keep
no.
smelling it. Go away, please smell. Please.
I hope it does. I'm sorry you're suffering with that, but hopefully your sense of smell is fully regained very soon, Temptic, and thank you for joining us today. Okay, cool. It looks like these are still going to be good as well. Yes. It looks like they'll still be viable. Cool.
Says, Tempting. Heart, I love Tempting is my Otterly friend.
He's all of our Otterly friend.
Megatron says.
Love to go back to my Oddly for some drunk rhythm game chaos.
Enjoy your drunk rhythm game chaos, and we will catch you a little bit later, Magatron. Something you'll need to test. If the corridors are even slightly too long, boarding up windows will be a detriment. Well, we'll see. Because yeah, we'll see. We'll do some testing. We'll figure these things out. I think either way, it's in a condition where I could test it. So what I would love to do is do something like this.
No. Tempting is my Otterly friend. Okay, we can split. Where's the knife?
We can split. We're not cutting Temptic. We're not cutting Temptic. That's not happening. We don't do that here. I'll just disable the player temporarily. And then if I can hide that just enough. Should be able to... Oh, sorry, Temptic. Unties Temptic. Good. Fucking, what's up, Deflux? Spoke to the missus. She's not taking the blame either. Who are we gonna blame? I don't know. Whoever's politically in charge. I think that's a strategy, right? Let's see, we'll do textures or images or whatever. And then I need to open this in Explorer. And then I just need to save this over there because I wanna swap it out so the level select actually has an image. And then we'll call this T level. And then T level has a texture, and then we can go to the scriptable.
Water.
I will drink some water. That's a good idea.
Are you drinking yet?
Yeah. I'm drinking water right now, actually.
Drink water.
Yeah, I'm doing that. Yeah. Test scene. You shouldn't. I'm not. Okay, there we go.
Water.
We can save that. I'll change this to not have. Oh, let's see. I think management
water.
stuff is all there. Okay, yeah. We should be good. Let me drink that water.
Good job. I hope you enjoyed that water.
Teresa, Deflux can take the blame. What am I getting blamed for?
Father, it's time to ponder our daily cat facts.
Jill Biden make all
Did you
decisions.
know that cats can make
Where's the
a
cat
ton of
image?
different sounds? That's right. They've got a whole vocal range that puts most pop stars to shame.
I believe it.
Imagine a feline concert with meows, purrs, and the occasional I demand snacks.
I
It'd
demand
be a hit.
snacks. Okay, so the only other thing I have to do is I have to switch the main camera. Because currently the way things work is in the menu scene we're using a camera already.
Trust him. If he's not a cake, why would he be so sweet?
It's a good question. Are otters eatable? I believe they might be. Let's see. Okay, I need to keep up with you guys. Code Void grabs Machete before you say that and says, you know, fun. I don't get it. I'm sorry. I don't get it in this case. Why is my overlay broken? Okay, so it's just that for whatever reason that web request sometimes fails. Let me reboot. They thought you were a hyper-realistic Temptic cake. Attention to detail said we had a guy at work who we nicknamed Blame Sponge. Didn't hurt it was usually his fault, but made things easy. Jesus. That sounds like a horrible work environment. Otter cake sounds like a subpar flavored crab cake. It may be best to leave Temptic alone. Maybe. It might be best. You might be right about that, Anihan. 3-day streak. I want streak back. I'm so sorry, Temptic, but thank you for wanting to be here in the first place. Thank you for hanging out as often as you do. I'm sorry your streak broke, but you know, most important is the fact that you're even here in the first place. I'm trying. I have 3-minute delay. You have 3-minute delay? Jesus Christ, Code Void. Okay, so the one other thing I need to do is when we load scenes. Wow, I'm actually just genuinely tired. When we load scene async.
Try waking up.
So we need to also change our camera once we reach the other place. So can I set camera main? Can I set it? No, it's only a get. So we have to disable our current camera, and then we have to find the other one in the scene. So I will add a public camera, menu camera, because we have to be able to disable this one and switch to the other camera. Yo, is it done? I'm so fucking jealous, Thorolf. I even had some relatively recently on me and Casual's anniversary dinner, and I still want more. Not quite the same as from a good sushi place, but it's still nice. Hell yeah. I'm doing the math now. Deflux is doing the math. on if this is a good idea to buy on margin. Well, don't I don't don't involve me in that decision, Deflux. Okay, let's see. So I will assign the camera. I think it's in the Twitch manager. Because basically all the Twitch integration stuff, what I want to do is make it, and this is something I need to do before the end of the jam. I need to make it so instead of automatically authorizing and trying to request a pop-up, that the player will have to click a button to manually initiate that process, because I don't want it to automatically try to authenticate and open up a browser window if they're not ready for that. So I want it to show the connection status in general in a little button, and then if the button is lit up and needs to be connected, then you won't be able to hit the play button without connecting the game. Although I could make it so you could play not connected to Twitch, but I feel like it just wouldn't be as fun because the zombie spawn rates won't be too intense. But I do want to make it so it kind of works if no one was participating for a round, like it would still be challenging for the player. Because I want the game to be able to stand on its own as well as be more intense with people interacting with it. I'm sorry, I'm just cleaning my glasses really quickly. Base rate plus 1825%. Current base rate is 11.75%. I'm not even sure what this entails at this point, Deflux. And which class is this on? Round selection UI. Okay, so that is fine. It's okay because it's in here. In my canvas, in the new round window. Round selection UI. Okay, so we'll give the reference to the camera. So the way it will work is we'll switch scenes and then we'll switch cameras. So we'll keep the original one until the scene is loaded, and then we'll swap over. Oh, you are the primary. No, I'm not the primary decision maker, Deflux. I'm not. Gamble in chat, decide based on that. Just kidding. Do not. Yeah, don't encourage Deflux. Don't encourage this man. He's a ball of chaos. Okay, so essentially, I just need to make sure that we turn the other one off and find the new one. I could just do it really lazy style, and I think I will for the sake of simplicity. So we'll just do find objects of type camera, because there's only 2 of them in the entire scene. It does suck that we have to iterate over everything, but we only have to do this on the scene load, so it's not such a big deal. All on black. Number 42.
Like
Go Black Lightning.
Now is the time to buy at a discount, and like I said, it takes 3 days for the balance to transfer, so I can buy now and borrow at a 13.58% rate overnight and pay a fee/interest.
But does that balance out? Like, is that actually worth doing? If you math that out, is that actually a worthwhile strategy, or is that gonna not work out so good? And let's see. How do I want to do this? Can I set the main camera? Is there any sort of setup current? Okay, so I probably need to call setup current for the other one. So whichever one is not the menu camera, so we'll just do found first, because there will be another one, and then it'll be C does not equal main or menu camera. And then we will do menu camera dot disable, or maybe we don't need to. Let's try without disabling the camera, because I'm curious. I've never used setup current. I usually always just have like one camera running, so we'll try using setup current. Oh wait, no, I need to disable it. I need to disable it because we have a listener. So the camera comes with an audio listener, and I need to disable it. Bump, bump, bump. So we will do menu camera enabled equals false. I should do the whole game object. Game object set active false. And that should cause us to switch cameras when we go from the main menu to the test scene. Wait for everything to build. That gamble should go through. In case the bot ever doesn't respond right away, whenever I'm compiling in Unity, my computer is just absolutely maxed out, so it's unable to process anything that the bot is trying to do, as well as run Unity at the same time. So Unity takes precedent and there doesn't seem to be anything I can really do about that. Not that I want to, because I'd worry about destabilizing Unity if I did that. But that's why it sometimes takes a moment, in case you're ever wondering. All right, and I want to swap this over to log instead because I don't actually want to play test yet. So if you do notice the redeem, don't bother using it. I'm just testing the camera mechanics right now, so it'd be a waste of your singular point. It's worth it. Costs around $6. I mean, yeah, if you can set yourself up long term, I mean, that's probably. If I was in your position, I would at least consider doing that. And there we go. We've got a nice image of the test scene, so you can see what the map looks like. I might edit the image as well to show the window locations, just so it's really obvious for the player.
I'm doing it. What are we doing? Press all the buttons.
So we hit play. Hey, there we go. Okay, this is the wrong scene though. This is the wrong scene. Wrong scene. I need to get rid of the old one. Integrated test scene goes away. We're not using that one anymore. We are using the white box scene now. We'll test again. Man, I'm so excited to be at this point and still have a few days to work on this. I'm actually optimistic that I can truly finish something. Okay, so it's not tracking to the player. It doesn't look like it swapped cameras. I think it didn't swap cameras, or did it? And we're just not. Oh, because it disabled the player. Right. Let's see. I think it works. I think it works actually. I think we're totally good and it works.
Teresa says, Diego, you. Seto is amazing.
No, definitely not amazing.
Let's have a beer for Seto.
Deflux is certifiedly humming right now. Okay, there we go. And we're in the scene. Everything seems to work. It looks like my lighting is different.
Is always a hit. It never gets old.
Okay, we can just walk through the walls though, because I need to re-enable the mesh colliders.
Over being called a cake. I mean, if you're not a cake, why are you so sweet, right?
Aww.
Honestly, the idea of splitting tempting like a cake is just too absurd. Who knew otters could spark such culinary debates?
Who knew?
The chaos in here is delicious, much like those onion rings. Horny Horn says, yay. Seto is competent.
Yay, I'm competent!
Have a beer for Seto.
Woo, beer! It's crazy. I think it'll be almost 9 months very soon since I've had my last beer. It's pretty crazy. Oh. All right. Do another test. He called me sweet. He did indeed, Temptic. He called you sweet. The summary is so wholesome. Meanwhile, the bot himself is so sassy. I think it's a perfect contrast. Like, he can be sweet and sentimental. He's just often not. Okay, let's see if I can get this through the damn wall.
Teresa says, you should now watch they shave.
I might still be able to get it through the wall.
Asterisk, hic, asterisk somewhere.
What? Okay, we can still get it through at certain angles. It is still possible, so I might go with a simpler solution for it in the end. The thicker walls needed to happen either way, because it doesn't make sense to have super thin structural walls. But yeah, I think no matter what, we're doomed, and we're not going to be able to get it to stay inside of the structure forever. So I'll probably just go with a simpler solution for that. But either way, I think this will work nicely. And like overall, the scale of things feels good. Yeah, the gun stuff, I just really wanted this to work so I could do some silly IK stuff, but I think it's probably better if I don't, and I just make it so if the weapon is clipping through a wall, it can't shoot, or something else, I don't know. But yeah, we did get ammunition stuff working, so if I shoot a few times and then I swap weapons, now we've got an SMG, I can hold and shoot that for a little while, and then I can swap back to the shotgun, and it's still got the 19 out of 30, and I can shoot again. And we can swap back and forth between these weapons, and we keep their ammo. Add sprinting. I don't want to add a stamina system, and the reason why I don't want to add sprinting is because I want the player to feel like they just aren't quite moving fast enough for the intensity of the moment. Like I want to build the sense of like fear of not getting there in time.
Teresa says, "Hey, that looks a little bit like Hotline Miami. Where's the sword and super gory blood effect?"
I don't know. I will take a gaseous water for the special occasion. Ooh, some fizzy water. Very nice. Deflux said, but these stocks might rebound really well. So rather than borrowing and covering it with deposit, I could borrow way and above my ability to pay, only to hold the stocks for 3 days and sell them. That sounds like the most reckless and bad idea. But I don't know. It could be a good bet. But at that point, you're gambling. I'm halfway good with Java. I'm halfway good with Java. Yo, nice Code Void.
Teresa says, don't gamble in stocks with money you don't have is my tip. Hashtag lost half.
Yes.
And stupid.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Some of those corners are so tight. Yeah. I might you know, we'll potentially change things a little bit, but I think overall what needed to work works. So we're able to switch from the menu scene to the other one. And then once we're in the other scene, we're basically just going to be swapping to other game scenes, so we don't have to worry about going back to the menu. There won't be any need to do that. We'll be able to open UI to close things. Let's see. Okay, so I need to look at my notes.
Don't gamble in stocks at all.
I would agree.
That is my tip.
I agree. So we do need to create indicators for the window positions, and that should be pretty easily done, because essentially all we're going to do is make it so there's just like a little letter with an arrow pointing towards the position in world space, but it'll be on the UI, and then they'll only show when the window is out of range. But yeah, we'll need to do some testing today most certainly and see how things feel. We do have ads coming through in about a minute, so if you end up getting hit by those, thank you very much for enduring them and supporting my stream, and we will catch you on the other side of those if you choose to stick around. Weapon is kind of janky. Yeah, I think we'll swap it back to not being physics-based and just do something simpler. Are the zombies slower than the player? So I'm not 100% sure about speeds and stuff yet. I haven't made any solid decisions. I think I want the zombies to be a little bit faster than the player, honestly. So that way you can't just outrun them and shoot them. Berkshire. Oh, let's see, I missed that. Berkshire is way down. I don't know what Berkshire is, honestly. I want to make some fucking money, man. Don't you want to make some fucking money? Sell me this pen. God damn it, Deflux. Now sell me this pen. Instead of namespaces, we have packages. How interesting. Didn't make a typo, by the way. You definitely didn't. No typos were had, Onihan. No typos were had at all. It's important to not gamble in socks. Okay, so indicators for window positions. Let me keep myself focused. All right, so back over to the white box scene, and I'm gonna need to prefab the UI and stuff like that. So I'll have to do that at some point. Get everything prefabbed so that I can make sure it's consistent through all the scenes. And I need to create a new class, so we're gonna go and do that right now. And this will be UI. And I guess we'll just put it in here, it's fine. So we'll create a class file for window indicator. And basically all we need to do is detect whether or not the position is within screen space. So we'll convert something from world space to screen space, and if it's inside of the visible screen, then we will not display it, and otherwise we will. And my god, that cat is so cute. He's sleeping like a little baby angel.
Idrisa says, hey,
make the group of zombies have a plus or minus 5% player speed range. Yeah, maybe.
Works. One that feels smooth to ride with. Imagine signing that check when you win on the stock market. Imagine signing that with this gold-plated red emerald smooth pen 3000. Can you feel it? Wanna buy it?
Wanna buy it?
$99.99.
Indicator image, and then we will need, although I don't think I really need to worry about the text object for it, so I won't because I can just do the text object, but we do need a canvas group. Canvas group, and then we can use late update for this one. So let's see. So I need to, essentially what I need to do is var converted to screen equals camera.main dot point world to screen point, I think is what I want. and then window transform position. And that should get me a point that's in screen space. And then I think we can just do screen point to local point rectangle. What the fuck? Copilot, sorry, you're not right this time. I know there's a thing for it. I just don't remember off the top of my head. Is it in the event system? Overlap. Is pointer over game object?
I got mouth to feed. Well, mostly me.
No, that's not it.
With alcohol, but still.
Var bounds equals new vector 2 screen dot size or screen dot width. I have to get the width and then the. Oh wait, maybe I can just check screen. Maybe I can check screen. We'll do this anyways. Width screen dot height. So we have that. But screen is visible. Is there any sort of is visible? Maybe I'll look it up really quickly. Because I feel like there's a very simple workflow for this, and I should know about it in general. How to check if world space object is visible to camera. Unity C#. I do not want to use raycasting, bro. Use the frustum to check overlaps. Create a mesh. Yeah. And welcome back from those ads. Thank you very much for enduring them. Thanks for supporting my stream, and welcome back. Detect objects in your camera view. There's something from 2 years ago. Frustums and bounding boxes. Yeah, I think I might need to just use the camera frustum and do that. And Spots, thank you very much for the lurkage. Thank you for hanging out today. But technically, what we can do is just check if converted to screen.x is greater than bounds.x or converted. Oops, I typed it wrong, didn't I? Yep, I did. .x is less than I guess it would be 0, right? Unless we'll find. Let me do this. Debug. Damn, can I type? Debug log converted to screen, and then we'll do bounds, and we'll see what that looks like before I do anything, make any assumptions with it. And then I'll just slap this component on the canvas to test it for now. Bum, bum, bum. Window indicator. We'll give it the transform for one of these windows here. Doom, 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 doom. We'll do that. I guess it doesn't really matter what I use though, honestly. And then let's see. What's the selection hotkeys? Selection. Control Alt 1 to save it. I don't need to do that though. So we'll take. Where's my canvas? Where'd it go? There it is. Lock that. Back up here. Back down to that. Drag it there. Okay, we don't need to worry about the other stuff because we're not referencing anything yet. I can look at my console. Oops. Look at the console. Hopefully get something useful out of it. We'll see. Are you going to tell me what this pen comes with, Teresa? Be gentle with those words. Oh, and it didn't. Helps to interpolate your strings. It very much helps to do that. Did I misspell? I misspelled screen. That's what I did. I misspelled it. Converted to screen. There we go. Converted to Skeen. I gotta look on to Skeen. Ink sold separately. Bum, 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 bum. Okay, there we go. Yeah, this should totally work. Yeah, I should totally just be able to use the coordinates. Yeah, absolutely. 100%. 100% I'm going to be able to use those coordinates. That's perfect. Okay, awesome. And then I want to make sure that I'm testing if it's negative. So let's take this object over here and use this one instead. It literally doesn't matter what transform I give it. I just need to test it. Yeah, okay, so it goes negative. So the moment it's 0, I think. The moment it's 0. So less than 0 or greater than the width of the camera. Yep, less than 0 or greater than the width of the camera is what we'll use. Fuck yeah, that's awesome. Okay, that's gonna work perfectly. That's gonna work perfectly. And I don't have to use any sort of frustum or anything like that. So then we will just say if converted to screen.x is less than 0 or greater than the bounds.x. Wait, we can do, no, it's not a constant, so I can't do that. Converted, no pattern matching for this one, is greater than bounds.x. So if it's less than or greater than, so then this var should be visible equals this, these, or these.
I remind you about this a lot already.
But for y.
Please drink some water.
Or no, it's z in this case, I think. Or was it y or z? I will drink some water. It's for y. So we'll set that to y. Boom. And then
drink water.
Drink some water. Sell me this pen, Wolf of Wall Street animated parody. Oh, nice.
Hey, Majoraville. Thanks for hitting that follow button. Welcome to the chaos.
Major Advil, thank you very much.
Get ready for some epic game dev shenanigans and maybe a few roasts along the way.
Feel no pressure to chat. Thanks for being here in the first place. Thanks for pointing them eyes and ears toward my stream today. Oh, there we go. Just had to do a little stretch. Okay, cool. So we've got that. This should tell me whether or not it should be visible. So if it's outside of the screen bounds in world space, then we know that the object should be visible. So if not, if it should not be visible, then we just need to check if the canvas group is alpha. Yeah, basically we're just gonna do that. Set the canvas group alpha to 0. I don't think assigning it repeatedly is a big problem, but just to be sure, because I don't want to make it redraw call all the time, so we will check it. Canvas group alpha does not equal 0, then we'll set it to 0. And then either way, we'll still return at the end of it. And then otherwise, we will check if canvas group dot alpha equals 0, canvas group alpha equals 1. So we'll set it to visible. And then on top of that, I also want to make it point towards the window. So what I'll need to do is just have it point towards the screen point. I think that'll work. So I don't know how well that's going to work though, because I basically need to take the up and point it towards it. So we can do indicator image transform up equals the direction. So it will be indicator image. Yeah. Well, no, it'll be the other way around. It'll be converted to screen minus this is position, I think, maybe. And we'll see what that looks like. So I'll plug in a quick UI element and just and see what it looks like. I'll need to hook up the canvas group too.
Looks like Idrisa is trying to sell a pen like
just came back. We have a world space canvas. Nope, no world space canvases.
Smooth and only $99.99.
And welcome back, by the way.
At that point, why not just invest in a solid fountain pen and call it a day? And Flux Streams is all about that money hustle, but come on, man, don't gamble in stocks with cash you can't afford to lose.
Ain't that the truth,
like
though?
Poker with Monopoly money at that point.
We'll take a sprite or an image, I guess, in this case. But yeah, I'm making indicators for where the windows are when they're not on screen. And do we have a like a placeholder arrow? Is there like a default arrow that we can use? Either way, I'll assign this the indicator image. There we go. And then the canvas group attached to it. We'll need to add a canvas group to it. So I'll unlock this. Add a canvas group to it. Go back and set that canvas group. Oops, if I can learn to click and drag. There we go, boom. Okay, we got all that assigned. Let's see if I can find any sort of an arrow image, or maybe just make one really quickly if there isn't one. Yeah, I'll just make one really quickly. It's no big deal. We'll hop over to Affinity for a second and we'll make a little arrow image. Technically I could test it without it, but I want to make sure I know which direction things are pointing in, and you know, might as well take the 2 seconds to make an arrow that it will take. Bum, 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 bum. And then yeah, we'll just do like 250 by 250, something small. We'll use shapes. And do they have an actual arrow? They do have an arrow tool. Perfect. Can I just make an arrow that points one way? No, I want triangular tail, outer semicircle, square tail, barbed, none. We'll go with none. We'll go with no ending component to it.
Okay, this system is rigged. I should have won that gamble.
Align it to the center. Let's give it a little bit of an outline. Just a little bit. And then we'll size it up so it at least fits. Oh, it does have a little... Oh, perfect, perfect, perfect. Okay, cool. Cool. And we'll just have a little arrow. Make sure it's still aligned. Oh, I think I can use those buttons there, right? Those do the same thing? Yes, they do. Okay, awesome. Perfect. Little arrow. Let's export it. Make sure we go into the right folder. Textures. Damn, markets are closed now? Really? Do they close? It's only... I guess it is... Oh, you know, I guess it is almost 5 o'clock on the East Coast, right? So I guess that makes sense. Back over here. And then we'll just call it arrow. Cool.
Super cool.
Lenny said, I'm seriously a big dum-dum? No, you're not. But the worst is I can't put my finger on why I'm a dum-dum. The Eat Coast. Oh my god. Change that to a sprite. And there we go. Okay, and we'll set that. Boop. Now I've got a nice arrow. So hopefully it will point towards the thing. So we'll, in this case, this one needs to be, oops. Let's zoom out to 2D. And I will have to figure out how I want to position these things in the screen space. For now, we'll just do this. But we'll have to make it also tuck to the side that it's on. And let's see if it works. My balances have not updated. Maybe the first night they do not charge me. I don't know. It works. It works. Oh, that's fucking awesome. Okay, sick. All right, so now all we have to do is make it so it will move. Oh, that's perfect. It works. It completely works. Yo, I made something that works. First try. Look at that. Okay, awesome. So now we just have to make it so it will tuck to the edge of the screen, which should be really easy to do. We've already got all the coordinate information we'll need to make that happen. Awesome. And we can even make it so
now. A smelly dreamlands. Laughing
a smelly dreamlands.
Good time zones, everyone. Stay safety and wholesome and awesome and zombie.
Good time zone to you as well, Temptic. Rest well, and we will catch you again next time, or whenever we catch you next.
Impossible.
Is there a Twitch API that uses HTTP instead of WebSocket? I'm not sure. Code Void. Me need sleep.
Hey
we'll
guys,
get sleep, Code
thanks
Void.
for seeing past me being a goofball. I do intend to make people laugh, but it does
No,
not
you're
always
awesome,
fit.
Atrisa.
So yeah,
No,
thanks
you're
for just putting down the rules and being kind-hearted.
you're fucking awesome, Atrisa. I appreciate you tremendously.
Good night, my oddly friend heart.
You clearly have a good heart, and I can tell that you're in the right place. Thank you for being here.
Damn those tough to hit little circles.
I've never really played Osu. My click accuracy is too bad. I feel terrible in games that require high click accuracy from me because I just can't make the mark. Deflux said, once you've gone through your game dev phase and you sold 1 million copies, I cannot wait for the Seto stock salesperson stream content. I think if I do any trading ever, I'm not going to talk about it because there's multitudes of reasons. But most of it centers around the fact I don't want people shadowing my trades.
Highly recommend. There's so many beat maps to choose from.
I mean, maybe I'll check it out sometime.
Mags. Hard on the scale from 1 to Titanic to Ostrich, how drunk are you?
1 to Titanic to Ostrich? Don't worry, Seto, you're not alone. Osu and High Precision games are not made for me too. I'm glad I'm not alone, Ajriga. Indicator, image, position. Oh, let's see, transform, position, equals. And we're gonna need to do...
Setolyx, I mean, it could just give your son a small loan of 100k.
Oh my god. Letting Setobot trade, that could be honestly hilarious.
How is Setolyx doing?
I'm doing wonderful, Half Moon. I'm a little frazzled from a long day yesterday, but I'm doing quite well today. I hope you're doing wonderfully. Thank you for joining us. MathF, clamp. And then we'll do... Oh wait, we can do min. That's right, we can do min.
Well, Teresa, to answer your question correctly, gotta ask, have you ever wondered what it's like to live underwater?
Underwater. Oh wait, no, I do need to do clamp. Clamp. So we're gonna do 0 to the screen dot height. Or no, this would be width. Screen width. Thanks for closing those windows, by the way.
Teresa says, what? It's dark and wet.
And then let's see, we want...
Void says,
Did you hear about the goldfish that committed credit card fraud?
I didn't.
Much like my humor.
And then we'll do height. And we'll do Y.
Megatron says,
No, dude. Basically, my body feels so unbelievable sluggish, and I can say with confidence I'm gonna be feeling this one tomorrow.
Oh.
Been a while since I got this hammered, honestly.
Well, I hope you're having a good time, Megatron. And at least you're safe at home. Half asleep from last stream still? Oh no! Really good, just finished some renders. Ooh. What kind of stuff, if I may ask, Half Mute, what kind of stuff you rendering?
Teresa says, Mags, we need to do drunken poker
Okay, it works.
someday.
And now I just need to make it offset a little bit. And it does work. Oh, that's so cool. Oh, I'm so happy with this.
Megatron says,
Oh, don't get me wrong, I'm having a good time.
Good, good, good.
Too good a time. Everything feels fuzzy and warm.
All right, so the only other thing that we need to do is... So the problem with adding an offset is that the scale, if we subtract it, it will put it in the wrong position sometimes.
betting on a roulette wheel.
We can do less than... Okay.
Face with tears of joy, you really think I'm your personal fortune teller now? Just pick a number, any number. But how about a timeout for trying to drag me into your gambling escapades? Timeout at Teresa 5 for being a little too ambitious with those bets. Enjoy the time out, and let's see if luck's on your side when you come back. Slot machine money with wings.
Did he mess up the timeout again? He messed up timing you out again. Bot can't even time me out anymore. Yeah, he may be broken. His history may be sabotaging his ability to use commands. Lenny said, anyone mind looking at the movement code I wrote, maybe 90 lines of code, and telling me what I've done, and then maybe I can get a better idea why my ideas don't align with reality? Not today, by the way. I'm going to model an ice axe right now. Well, I mean, if you want to share it in the Discord, I can maybe check it out at some point, Lenny. And Fifth Function, welcome in, Fifth. Thank you for the 3 streams in a row. How big of a streak before I become a mod?
A guy set up his goldfish where if he swim into a part of the tank, it will set a key press to a Nintendo Switch.
Yeah, I remember
Pokemon, but it crashed, and the gold redacted went to the eShop and bought a game with the guy's credit card.
Oh no! I remember seeing a thing where someone was stock trading with something very similar to that. I didn't realize someone accidentally had things bought in their eShop. That's actually hilarious. Let's see. So we'll do converted to screen.x is greater than screen width divided by 2. If it's greater than half, then we're gonna do, yep, it knows. Yep, minus the size delta, size delta x divided by 2. I don't know if that's 100% correct, but I think Copilot's got it. I think Copilot gets what I'm trying to do here. Let me break this out into 2 lines. So we've got converted to screen X. We've got converted to screen Y. Let's see. Make sure height divided by 2 minus indicator image rect transform size delta divided by 2. Yeah, I think that should be. I think that'll be good.
What
And then
do
we'll
you
do
tell
target
the credit
pose.
card company? Yeah,
I
that
was
wasn't
goofing
me,
around.
That was my pet golf fish.
Yeah, like I don't know how you negotiate that with your credit card company. 420 perhaps, maybe. I don't know. I wouldn't want to put a number on it because then people might think I'm serious about even putting a number on it. So I gotta abstain from that one. All right, let's see. Hopefully it will stay within screen space now. Yes, look at that. It stays in screen space. Perfect. Okay, awesome. So that's exactly what we need. That is exactly what we need. That's wonderful. Okay. It does get a little bit squiffy. I might make it so it's a little bit closer to the current point. I don't know why it's flipping like that. It's not really a problem though. That flip isn't really a problem. We can roll with that. What's important is that it is accurately representing the position of the window relative to the player, and that will give chatters the ability to be able to see like, oh, this window is over here and the player's all the way down here right now. So maybe this would be a good time to like spawn something. I'll have to make sure the arrow isn't too large though. It needs to be large enough that people can see it, and you guys can't even see it. I just realized you guys can't even see it because of the cat cam. You can only see it when I'm over here. But it does work, so that's awesome. That was not difficult. Yeah, the gun's clipping on a wall. I'm gonna have to change it off of a physics-based position to just being a child object of the player, and get rid of the physics on it because it's not gonna work out. VIP is my final offer. Deflux said, if you give me mod on your stream, I greatly increase your channel's value, your chances here. Oh, and that's when Fist said VIP is my final offer. Gotcha. Giving you an unsolicited compliment. Wow, an unsolicited compliment from the Deflux doesn't stream. I mean, that's priceless. You can't put a price tag on that. That's certifiably priceless.
Says, also Setolyx, the arrow is hidden by the overlay.
Yeah, I was just pointing that out, Fifth. I was just pointing that out actually. Yeah, because I was saying you guys can't see it unless I'm right near it.
Stream. It lasted for all about 3 days before I got another timeout. It was worth it.
Worth every second. Okay, cool. So that's the arrow indicator working. That wasn't hard at all. I need to make sure that my son is actually tracking this right now because he should have probably harassed me a couple times about not getting tasks done. So I'm gonna make sure that I've actually got him tracking right now. Let's see. I always forget where it is. Open in System Explorer. And I need to copy the address of that. Copy as path. Paste into my dashboard. Start tracking. And then we will check that off, and it should update my task. Create indicators for who owns what zombies. Yeah, and it gets overlapped because I've got to make a better UI for that. Okay, so I need to make it so players can see whose zombies are whose, and I want to use the color set that Thorolf so graciously provided me. So Thorolf provided me with a color set. It looks like this. It's a bunch of different colors, and I'm gonna pick one of the higher populated
like
color sets to use. So we have a large amount of colors to work from, and then we're gonna randomize which color the player gets to have.
And Teresa's drunken pottery idea. Now
Drunken pottery
is waiting to happen. I can already see the abstract art they'll create, probably something resembling a melted coffee cup. Classic. Also, can
pottery he may hallucinate.
Fish credit card fraud.
Poetry.
Just like my humor. Keep it coming, folks.
And then he stole your phrasing. He misread what you said and then stole your phrasing. That's great. I love that. He's an idea thief. He doesn't know how to read chat, and he's an idea thief. He's a streamer. He's a classic streamer right here. We've got a just chatting streamer. Setobot is a just chatting streamer. It's great. Let's see. Half-Mute said some Eevee renderers to see how I want my game to look inside of Godot. Oh, can show an image in work in progress. If you would like, I would love to see Half-Mute. Bum, bum, bum. Yeah, let's see. I'll check right now. Ooh. I do agree with your note that it's a little too dark, but I love this. Let me pull this up. As soon as my Stream Deck wants to respond, at least I will pull it up. We'll see how long the Stream Deck takes this time. Or is it crashed? Oh, it crashed. Oh, the Stream Deck crashed. Stream Deck. I have so little resource availability on my PC that I think when the Stream Deck doesn't get a response for long enough, it just straight up crashes. Let me close Affinity Photo. I don't think I need that open anymore, and I don't need to save that either. It's just an arrow. We'll hop back over here, and then is it actually capturing this now? Okay, Stream Deck finally rebooted. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, it's blank. Why is my... Okay, there it goes. It was completely blank. It was not initialized yet. All right, let's see. Let's see if I can get it to capture this window. Wow, that actually worked immediately. That's the wrong window. Great job, Stream Deck. There we go. That's the right window. You did it this time. Good job. I like this. I like this a lot. I like the overall ambient glow of things as well. Like the lighting on anything that glows looks really good. I like this whole scene too. This is a cool little scene. Oh, and it
Setolyx, I actually had a similar issue with my Stream Deck for a different reason.
Really?
I recommend putting a clock on the Stream Deck with a minutes and seconds, so if it ever stops, you know it's crashed.
That's not a bad idea. That's not a bad idea. Thankfully, I don't need it too frequently. Like it's okay if it dies and it takes a moment for me to get it back up, because there's nothing mission critical for me as far as the Stream Deck goes. Like if it dies for a moment, it's okay. The only time I'll realize it is when I try to control music or whatever, which I now can't do. I think if I try to control music with it now, since it crashed, yeah, I can't control the media player anymore. So that kind of sucks. But yeah, it shouldn't be a big deal. But I like this. This looks cool, Half Mutant. Keep at it. Please, please, please keep at it. I mean, I know you don't need my encouragement to keep at it, but I like what I see here. And thank you very much for sharing, Half Mutant. Thanks. Well, thank you for sharing. Okay, so we've gotten those indicators going. What was my next task again? Getting the colors in. Getting these colors in. So I need to... Yo, Mondman too. Thank you. Oops, I didn't want to go to this here. I want to go to it in the file system.
And maybe a little roasting. Enjoy your stay.
Thank you very much for hitting that follow button. Feel literally zero pressure to chat. Thank you for being here in the first place. And thanks for hitting that follow button. Fuck's sake, Blender users, what is the add-ons thing called? Open up a box to see what is active and what isn't. What is it called? I think it's a plugins. If you go to your where is it? Edit preferences. If you go to edit your preferences, you'll see your Blender preferences, and then on the left there's an add-ons section.
What are you doing? Are you doing okay?
It's not plugins, it's add-ons. My bad. It looks like this. Oops. It looks like this. Are add-ons Vort? I don't know what Vort is. But yeah, it's add-ons, and it'll be in your preferences menu. Worth? Ah, worth. I mean, there's some that are definitely worth it. I think that depends pretty heavily on who you ask, honestly, because some people would say that Blender is worthless without plugins or add-ons, and other people would say that it's great vanilla and it doesn't need anything. So I think that's a very subjective kind of thing. No problem, Lenny. No problem. And let's see. But yeah, please feel no pressure. Don't let Atriza pressure you. You're fine. You're wonderful. Thank you for being here. Okay, so I need to pull all of these colors. There's a lot of colors here, and I don't have a way to really like conveniently do that beyond just manually pulling them. Unless there's like a programmed set that I can go pull from. But either way, I think I'm gonna use this one. If I pull this up here, I think I'm gonna use, oops, see if I can get it to show. I'm gonna use this color set, I think, because this gives a really large, variety, and they're all pretty highly contrasting. So I think it'll be fine for player colors to be randomized from, and just make sure with each one, like you can't reselect it. So I'll create the logic for that, and then we'll worry about actually getting the colors in. Now, which is the add-on that lets you zoom in on an object with just pressing F, like in Maya? Oh, that's just default. That's just default in Blender. You can use Shift C to center your camera to everything that's in the scene. You can use numpad period to zoom in on your specifically selected object, and you can use the / next to Shift. You can use the / to do an isolated focus where it will hide everything else in the scene except for the one thing that you're trying to work on right now. And it will bring you back to it too. So I think if I think I can move the camera out and away and then hit that. Yeah, so if you want to just select the one object and hide everything else, you can use that / key, and it will bring your camera into a separate mode just to focus on this one object. And then you can press it again, and it will return you to the original thing. Not so quick there, no problem. So let me drink some water.
Good job. I hope you enjoyed that water.
Isolation is the / the question mark key. And yeah, the numpad delete for normal zoom. So you can hit the / and it'll isolate it like that. You can also hit Shift and H and hide everything else without going into that isolated view, but then you have to hit Alt H to unhide everything. But yeah, there's all sorts of little hotkeys in Blender that you'll learn over time. Oh man, he's getting hungry. The boy is getting hungry. Bum, 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 bum. I need to make this actually worth doing. I really need to make this system worth using, because right now it's just kind of like a silly little thing that doesn't do much. I need to make it so it actually does something. Magatron screams in frustration. Oh dear. Magatron do be screaming.
My OBS is cracked, man.
Oh no. What's going on, Magatron? I'm gonna make the arrow a little bit smaller. I'm gonna add an empty parent to this. I realized I just wanted to do this as well really quickly. Because we're not entirely done with making the window indicators, but it's fine. What's up, making guns? I see, looking good. Thank you, JF Gerard. Actually, we did those yesterday. I was just showing, Lenny some hotkeys within Blender, but we've got those in as of yesterday, and right now we're working on like some UI stuff and trying to make sense of all the information that needs to be presented to chatters and to the player.
I'm trying to set up my OBS scenes as they were, and I'm slowly coming to the realization that may no longer be possible.
Really? You know what's worth using? My Twitch app to catch setup. Welcome in, Papa Joe. Papa Joe, I hope you're doing amazing. Hope you're having a wonderful day today. Thank you for wanting to be here. And the same goes to you, JF Gerard. Thank you for wanting to be here. Same goes to everybody. Thank you for wanting to be here in the first place, or being stuck here, whatever it may be, whatever your circumstances are. Thanks for hanging out. And we're gonna switch this one to outlined. Bum bum. And then we're just gonna do like we'll just do like number 1 or whatever. Bum 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 bum. And then I want the arrow to rotate, and I want the object hosting them to move. So we're gonna take the canvas group and we're gonna move it up. Oh, let's see, I'm gonna have to copy and remove this. And then move it up to here. Paste component, and then we're gonna take our images. Where'd the thing go? Oh, is it up on the indicator? Where did I? Did I put it on the canvas itself?
Who is Tobias says,
I did.
Setolyx, but hey, do you mind if I have those 10k points now? Oh look, it's Who is Tobias again, ready to hit me with a classic give me points request. Newsflash, I'm not your personal ATM, buddy. You think you can just waltz in here and demand 10k points like it's candy? How cute. Smirking
So make
face,
this
let's
the
see how you
arrow
handle a little timeout
image.
instead. Bop bop bop, enjoy your timeout while you think about your
No!
life choices.
Tobias, no!
Yes. Time more people out.
You're on a roll, Who is Tobias. You're on an absolute roll.
Who is Tobias is back from their
Being
little
here's the
timeout
best place. That's
vacation.
very sweet of you,
Did you
Gerard.
learn anything during
I'm
your
glad you enjoyed
300
being here.
seconds of
Thank you very
solitude?
much.
Or are you still just as ambitious as a toddler trying to reach the cookie jar?
Bow, 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 bow. And then for the transform position, we actually want to use canvas group transform position instead, and then that should work. Everything else should be fine. So we'll test that. I just want to make sure that the number travels around with the arrow, and the arrow is the one that rotates. Decidius said, also learned a trick in Blender. In edit mode, you can highlight, for example, a face, press Shift G, and select every single face with a similar area, for example. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of shortcuts in Shift G for selection. I use it for grabbing coplanar stuff really often, so depending on the mode, you'll have different select similar options available to you, which unfortunately, oh wait, no, you guys can see my context menus. Yeah, so you can select like coplanar, and it'll get everything that's on the same plane. You can select flat or smooth, and it will grab everything that's like flat or smoothed in the selection, I think, and then you can always go in and like, you know, change your parameters, which is of course behind my head at the moment, but can I drag this? No, you can't drag that. But yeah, there's all sorts of little amazing selection shortcuts and stuff like that in Blender. Super, super awesome tool. Did you see the lawsuit against Google? I have not. Didn't know about this until I started using GeoNodes. Oh, wow. Well, hey, now you know. The power is in your hands. And then we're going to set the image to this. So let's see, Magatron said, I'm trying to set up my OBS scenes as they were, and I'm slowly coming to the realization that it may no longer be possible. What is particularly getting in the way of that, Magatron? Are you like missing assets? And there we go, it does work. Okay, cool. So that will show the little number 1 window indicator, and then as we move over here, it works and it stays rotating. That's great. Okay, awesome. Yo, I love this. This is so much fun. I'm really enjoying working on this project. This has been such a refreshing like change of pace. Circular. I imagine you mean circular face selection without Boolean is possible. Circular. I'm not sure I know what you mean, Lenny.
Mimagatron says,
Yes, I can't find the little shelf image I had in my 3D overlay, and stream avatars are refusing to show up correctly.
I wish I had any advice on that, Magatron. I hope you can get it sorted out. Decidius said, Anna missed a message from me. I'm so fucking sorry, Decidius. It's just me announcing my first GeoNodes render. Oh, it's just me, just announcing a really cool thing, and I missed it. How long ago did I miss that? I totally missed it. Made a cityscape with GeoNodes. GeoNodes are beyond powerful. It is in random sharing if you want to take a look. I absolutely do. Sorry, I was in the midst of thinking about Blender hotkeys for Lenny. let me pull that up really quickly and take a look. Where's my Discord? Where the hell is it now? Where's my Discord window?
wow,
Did Discord crash? Where is it?
It's been a whopping 15 minutes, and you're still working on that.
Chill,
I
bro.
didn't realize creating zombie ownership indicators required a PhD in procrastination. Maybe
It does,
slap a
actually.
property of Setolyx sticker on them and call it a day.
Well, they have to be owned by other players. Dude, I'm getting it together, son.
No, that's okay, Seto. I realize
Oh, I
I'm
see.
definitely gonna be working on this tomorrow before I am even able to open up Unreal Engine.
Well, I hope you can get everything
says,
sorted out,
"Hello,
Magatron.
Setolyx, but how you doing today?
Blender secrets. Make selection
Oh,
circular
hey there,
with 2
you
sphere,
PTK.
circle, and
I'm
smooth
doing
tool.
just
Oh
fine.
yeah,
Thanks
2
for
sphere.
checking in.
Yeah.
Just here,
You can
keep
create.
things in
You can
check
make
while
things
I
kind
bask
of
in my
conform
own
to a
robotic
sphere.
glory. How about you? Still
I like this
recovering from that
Decidius.
soda-fueled wake-up call. Smirking face, and remember, no more asking me to give or take points like you're some kind of point dealer. You know I'm the boss around here. Bop 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 now, what's really on your mind? Looks like the chat's
like this,
buzzing with some
Sidious.
serious Blender love.
I look forward to future
Geo nodes
geometry
are carrying
nodes
new
stuff
life.
from
The
you.
New geometry could be so trendy. And
It's
can we
very
talk about
trendy.
Lenny's struggle to remember the add-on name. Classic. Just another
Let me
day
get
in the
Yuki
life
back.
of a Blender user.
On time out, Yuki Dookie.
Meanwhile, Idrisa's bringing the energy with some chaotic poetry, because why not throw a little madness into the mix? Keep it spicy, folks. Mimagatron says.
I hope so too, thank you friend. In the very least it will be entertaining.
Yeah, there you go.
Nexus
There you
Mule
go.
says,
Telephone receiver black telephone asterisk ring ring asterisk asterisk
Ring,
sub
ring.
asterisk hello. Is that the Setolyx Corp hotline? Am I speaking to Setolyx?
Yes, you are. You are indeed. Welcome in,
"Time
Max.
to people out."
Max, I hope you're doing amazing, dude.
No,
Thanks for joining us. What an
Time out like
entrance.
a cat
Great
that does
entrance,
not know
dude.
the vase. Trying to play the system, huh? Good luck with that.
Let's see. Yuki Dookie said God nuked the dinosaurs when he realized that they couldn't pay taxes. Gotta find a job as a junior dev and pay my taxes. Damn.
Why do you tempt me?
We sell the game on Steam if it wins the game jam. I don't know. I don't know. I feel like I would just offer it for free. But maybe if people wanted more updates and stuff to it, I would consider like selling it. But I don't know. I kind of want to just make it a free-to-play game. And then maybe encourage people if they liked it to, you know, check out my Patreon or something. Expanded Keeper said, oh, Seto, I don't know if you saw my message in Discord, but I fixed all my lag issues in games. I did see that.
That was hot.
I'm sorry you had to suffer for 2 days just to figure everything out, but I'm glad you stuck to it and got things working.
Always do.
I love him saying ring ring. I do too. What a silly thing to have to downgrade driver versions. I'm glad you were able to find just a random recommendation on the internet to downgrade. It's so funny how drivers can end up messing things up. That's why I'm scared of updates. I tend to wait to update my graphics drivers until I have days off where I can like test everything and make sure it all works. Good evil mode, everybody. Good evil mode. That was well done. Well performed.
Mimagatron says.
Okay, I'm really tired and drunk now. I mean, I
Oh.
was already drunk, but I am really tired now, so I think I'm gonna go to bed earlier tonight.
All right, Magatron. Well, thank you for hanging out.
Excited for tomorrow. Thank you for the fun stream, Seto. I wish
Of
you the
course.
best of luck with your zombie game, dude.
Thank you so much,
Take care,
Magatron.
chat. Keep the kind streamer hydrated.
You take care as well, Magatron. Thank you so much for hanging out. Much love. Have a great night, and we will catch you again, Magatron.
Points in pool 35,151.
Oh, I almost got it. Damn it. Fuck. Fuck.
Hey, Setolyx, time to sip that fancy white tea with dried kiwi. Hydration is key, especially when you're working your magic on that game. Plus, who wouldn't want a taste of the future, right?
You're telling
Let the
me.
deliciousness get cold while you're busy chatting away.
I'll sip it
Cheers
right
to
now. Thank
creativity.
you. Thank you very much.
Have a
Cheers.
sparkle.
Cheers indeed to creativity. Yes. Speaking of hydration, my goodness. I'm feeling quite hydrated to the degree that I think I need to get rid of some water. So if you give me just a minute, I'll be right back. I just need to get rid of some old water very, very quickly, and I will return in but a moment. Max, I would love to know how you're doing as well. Thank you for joining us.
Has won the raffle.
And yo, congrats, attention to detail.
35,151 points.
What have you been up to today? Well, to summarize, I had to rebuild my I had to rebuild the initial maze area, so I had to switch up to thicker walls to try and stop the gun from going through, which unfortunately didn't work, but the thicker walls look better anyways. And I've gotten window indicators working now, so if you look at the top right, I'll move a little bit so you can see it better. Yeah, maze area, yeah, because the levels will be maze-like, so I needed to throw together a white box of it. So if you look, there's a little arrow, and that arrow is pointing directly towards this window, and it will always point directly towards that window. So the idea being, the player will be able to like walk around the map, and chatters will be able to still see the locations of the windows. So in the case that they want to know which window they want to spawn zombies at, they can then see the window indicator and be like, okay, I want to attack window 1, or I want to attack window 3, and be able to see the little number and the arrow and know like the player is pretty far away from it and stuff like that. Keep dropping your gun. Yeah, I'm gonna switch back to a simpler method, because yeah, I can just clip it through a wall there, and now my gun is on the opposite side of the wall. So the physics-based approach is not good, but we've gotten that in. I fixed an issue. Well, I implemented a solution for the problem of camera control between two scenes, and there's a couple of other little things that I got going, and I've just already forgotten about it because I'm so focused on just the next thing to be done. Can you holster your gun? I mean, that could be an option, but I think just making it so it's child of the player and going a different route for trying to stop shooting through walls will be the preferred option. Turret system confirmed. Decidia said, speaking of future GeoNode renders, we'll only be doing 3 more renders in this section before doing full animation workflow. Whoa. That being said, I look forward to getting started on the GeoNodes course. I'm looking forward to seeing what you come up with it and what you learn. So please do keep us in the loop. You have to start earlier. What do you mean, Max? What do you mean I have to start earlier? All right, either way, give me just a second. I need to get rid of some more water. I will be right back in just a minute. Thank you all very, very much for being here, and I'll return in just a sec.
Aziga says, drink water, drink it now. Water, 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 drink.
No, I'll drink it after.
Drink
no.
Water. Idrisa says, quick he left, it's heathen time. You're rabid.
All right, I'm back. I return. Quick, he left its heathen time. Just soft locked a Doom speedrun. No! Right before the first boss. Damn. Well, at least it's not the last boss. Max said, that's a cool quality of life feature, but if you're still in the design phase of the arrows, I have to give advice. Take the arrows a bit more into the center of the screen. Make them rotate in an elliptical path around the screen without snapping around corners. I think that looks sick. Curious to hear your thoughts on it. Heck yeah, only 2 typos. The only reason I don't want to do on the center of the screen is because I feel like that's too busy. I feel like that will quickly make the center of the screen too busy, because then you'll have arrows in the center of your screen in a big old circle. Because basically if you're standing at this point in the building, if you're standing here, you're guaranteed gonna have 5 arrows. You're gonna have one here, one here, one here, one here. Like you'll have a bunch of arrows in the center of the screen. I do like the idea, and it might be something I experiment with, but as it stands currently, the bounds of the screen are much easier to do the math for. Not full center, just take them a bit in so they're not in the corner of the screen. That's fair. That's fair. And that might be something I experiment with, but I think for now having them on the corner of the screen keeps them out of the way and will make it easier for the player to make sense of everything. But who knows? Maybe I'll do some experiments if I have the time for it. For now, I'm just going with the first implementation to get things going. Will you open a studio one day or solo dev forever? I mean, I really don't know. I can't speak for the future because if I'm perfectly honest, JF Gerard, I don't know if people are gonna like Death for Growth. I don't know what to expect for the future. So I try to keep my vision for things limited. So as far as my vision for things is, I will probably work solo forever. I don't like the idea of having to work with other people for schedules or for hiring and stuff like that. I do like the idea of giving other game devs opportunities, but I mean, I don't know. I really can't speak for the future, and I wouldn't want to say anything that sounds conclusive when I'm still in a state of utter uncertainty as to what to expect from the future. Setocorp Studios? No, it wouldn't be Setocorp Studios. We can't use Setocorp for anything legally serious. It's already an existing company from what I understand. Setocorp is like some sort of like, I think it's a construction company or something like that. But it hasn't done anything for quite a while. I said Setocorp Studios. Imagine someone having a chat window. If these errors are fully in the corners, they may be obscured. That's a good point. That's a good point, Max. So maybe I'll make a configuration for the distance from the center. That's a very good point, though. It sounds so good. Okay, just to check my nav mesh surface one more time. Show nav mesh. Oh, it's not showing any nav mesh. Did I bake it? Excuse me, where is my nav mesh? Where's my...
Wow, I can't believe
current
I won.
object hierarchy?
Idrisa says, hey Setolyx,
Everything.
Setolyx from the future here. Whatever it is you did, don't do it. Also the winning lottery numbers are 40 to 69.
Nice. Nice. I'll keep that in mind. That could be a problem. Why my nav mesh no generate anymore? Nav mesh surface. It's on interior. Include layers, everything. All game objects. Huh. Oh, maybe I need to make sure that all of these are a child of the floors. It was working before. What did I do? Do I need to like bake this in its own thing? That wouldn't make sense, honestly. And the floors here. Wait. Oh, do they only have nav mesh surfaces here? They only have nav mesh surfaces here. That should be fine. Do I have to bake these interior ones? Uh-oh. Where'd my nav meshes go? That's problematic. That's problematic right there. I personally enjoy more working with others than solo, but I can understand why other people might prefer solo. I just think that, like, I've only done a little bit of working with others, so I know it's not a consistent thing across the board, but what I've experienced, at least in working with other people, makes me believe that I will just do better by myself. And like, I don't know, there's kind of a...
Okay, it is time.
I have like a bit of a dream.
That is.
Oh, I
Good
see
night,
a Teresa.
Lovely creatures, stay semi-solid and have a lovely day.
Have a great night, Teresa. That one's pushing it. Just so you know where the lines are. That's pushing it. That's a little bit too far. Reel it back a little bit. Teresa, have a great night. Have a great night, Teresa. But in my experience working with other people, there's just so many variables at play that am I not understanding what semi-solid means? I'm just saying it could be, you know, people can read into that and determine certain there's certain interpretations that are less than ideal, Atriza. That's all. Okay, where the hell and why the hell? I should at the very least be seeing a nav mesh on the outside here. Oh! Let me try raising this up a little bit. I don't know what happened there.
Oh,
That's
the
troubling.
chat's buzzing with NG. I love how Max's build is all about those design suggestions for arrows, definitely a QOL improvement. And then there's expanded Cuba throwing some serious shade.
Oh, I've got my gizmos off.
Classic
Oh, I've got the
game
gizmos in the
frustration.
grid off. That's why.
Can't forget
Yep, there we
Melanchthon's
go.
late
Got
night
it.
confession
Whew.
about being tired and drunk. We've all been there. Right.
We've all been
The
there.
chat's a wild ride tonight, and I'm here for all the chaos.
I'm here for it too, son. I'm here for it too.
Drizzler says, fine. No, I redo it. Good night. Stay whatever shape or form you want.
Thank you.
Gas form because that means you are stinky. You're stinky.
We'll catch you later, Teresa. Have a great night. I need sleep. See you, Seto and Chatteroo. We'll catch you later, Decidius. Sleep well. Thank you for hanging out with us. And we will catch you again. We'll catch you again on another occasion. Let's see. I gotta catch up too. It's a company for professional geoanalytics, health research, and software services, whatever that means. At least it's a healthy mix. Yeah, that's a very healthy mix. Deflux said Setocorp's a large multinational conglomerate. Okay, global, lots of people, lots of questions. Okay, Setocorp has a streamer product line, but that doesn't mean that that product is aware of what other parts of Setocorp is doing. Okay, fair enough, Deflux. Fair enough. Setocorp is run by friggin' Edmund Seto. And how wild. I personally enjoy it. And that's right, I read that. The one that runs on DOS on the Setocorp website. Yep, there's a Setocorp website out there. They have pictures of mobile devices on their webpage. They're still from the early 2000s. Yeah, I don't know if they're doing anything with it anymore. That's the thing. Death for Growth is a product of Setocorp. It's actually an educational... It's not! No, it's not! No, it's not. Educational game for the post-World War III landscape world, where we're just ahead of schedule by a few years. Want to get it early. Oh my god, dude. Max said, in regards to coding, the most people I've worked with always had the mentality of doing the bare minimum, which really clashes with how I tackle problems. I see. Well, I'm glad that you wanna go the full distance with that kind of stuff. And I do as well. It's just for this game jam, I have to calibrate my expectations. I have to make sure that I'm getting things working, and that's the most important step, is getting everything working, and then we'll do a layer of polish if I have time.
Good job. I hope you enjoyed that water.
I did enjoy the water. Man, my voice is suffering today.
Flux Streams says,
Setolyx, what's wrong with creating educational games?
I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I'm just not creating an educational game. We do have ads coming through in about 30 seconds. If you get hit by those, thank you very much for supporting my stream. Adriga, thank you for hanging out. Thank you very much. Good luck with the game jam and with the expanded stream. Thank you very much, Adriga. I hope you have a great night. Get some good rest, or whatever you got up ahead of you. I hope you tackle it well, and we'll catch you again, Adriga. And JF Gerard said, understandable. I had both good and bad experiences working with other people. Really depends who you work with. Absolutely, absolutely. With the ones that didn't go well, I've tried to stay away from working with them again. That's wise. Hexy said, my high school bully, whom I have on Snapchat. Why do you have your high school bully on Snapchat? He's posting videos and pictures on his Snapchat of him driving a car, holding the phone whilst driving. Do I report him? P.S. He was an absolute asshole. I don't know, Hexy. That's your decision to make. I won't weigh in on that. I have my own perspectives on that kind of thing, but I'm gonna abstain from making any sort of commentary on that. That's your choice to make. God, 3D modeling is so much fun. What am I doing myself programming? 3D modeling is a lot of fun.
Had a vote.
The board had a vote?
They voted that you have to change the name of Death for Growth to something else prior to release.
That's okay. I actually plan on doing that anyways, so that's perfect. My plans align with the board. You can let them know that I do have plans for an alternate name, a whole rebrand of sorts. So that's pretty fun for me. I'm excited about that. No, the board voted first. Okay, I'm not sure they did. I'm pretty sure I made this decision months ago. I'm pretty sure I made this decision like 3 or 4 months ago. But we can, if it makes the board happy, we can say it was their decision. Okay, what was I doing again? Oh, what was I doing? Color indications for zombies, or some sort of indication for zombies. So in the user data, I'm gonna close all these. It's so nice to have a middle click that works again. User data, or chatter data. Yeah, chatter data. So we have our color here, our generated color. So this generated color is actually, we're gonna do something different. So we're gonna do random from Glasby. Random Glasby. And then we'll go over to color utils and we'll create that. So we'll have a public static. Oh wait, no, we do it inside the color utils. Public static color random Glasby. And then I need so what I'm thinking I'm gonna do is just hard code the colors. So we'll just have like a private static list color. No, not list extensions. Not list extensions. List of color. Glasby colors. And then we're just gonna have to build the color set, basically. Max said to Hexic, my friends also send snaps while driving. It's dumb, but they decided to do so just let them do their stuff. Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes it can be a learning experience and it can redirect someone's life. Other times it will just cause them to be more malicious. But that's all I'll say. Yeah, look, do not shoot the messenger. I do not make the rules. No, Deflux, you're fine. You didn't do anything. I'm like politely telling you that I made the decision already. You're like, look, man, don't shoot the messenger. I'm just telling you. You can use Asprite and export the palette as a text file, I believe. I don't even have Asprite on my computer. If you can do that, that would save me a lot of time. That would be worth it. Let me look into it. I can just use the trial version. Warning, you cannot save files with the trial version. Do you think I'd be able to export colors with the trial version? Any tool to straighten edges? I'm not sure. Usually I constrain, when I'm trying to straighten faces and edges, I usually just constrain it to an axis. But if it's not aligned with an axis, you might have trouble. And welcome back from those ads. Thank you for enduring them. Thank you very much for supporting my stream and during those ads. And you didn't miss too much. You didn't miss too much at all. So I was just getting ready to implement some color randomization based off of a color set instead. So I have a color set that I want to use, and I just need to hook up some randomization of that. Let's see here. I'm not used to having this third monitor, and it's so crazy convenient for like having an extra desktop that I can drag things to during streams without having to minimize chat, because usually I would have to minimize chat or minimize my IDE, and now I actually have a space I can kind of drag things off to and make use of. Except it didn't put it in a visible space. There it goes. Asprite trial.
Flux Streams says.
Setolyx, you got a new monitor?
Yeah, I end up I got a third monitor, Deflux. I'll have to update my setup picture as well. You can download Asprite source and compile it yourself. Well, I've got the trial, so we'll just see if I can do anything with that. Open. I've never used an Asprite before. Sorry, I'm doing this in a way that's not visible because I don't have a source set up for it. I just want to see if I can do this really quickly. Can I click and drag things into it? No. Go over here. Load that image. Can I show this somehow? Let me see if I can show this somehow just to get something going. There we go. We can do this at least, so you can at least see what I'm doing. So we want this one, the Glasby color set. This one right here. Oh wait, hold on. Give me a second. Hold on. I might have a problem. Give me a second, actually. Apparently my rent may not have made it to the office. I sent it in the mail. Hold on a second. I've actually got kind of a problem here. Fuck's sake. Well, that's bad. Call landlord if they're still open. They texted me. That could be a problem. Well, that is a problem. Yo, right? No, I'm stressed as fuck now. Because now I'm gonna have to pay a fucking late fee, even though I sent the rent. Okay, how would I select a color set? Above the PAL selector is a set of icons for saving, rightmost, I think. How would I select a color set in the first place, though? Fuck, now my mind is not here. I am not here mentally right now. Use a mail service to pay rent. Yeah, because they don't have a fucking online pay portal. Because they live in the dark ages. So yeah, I might have to end on time today. I think I'm gonna have to end on time today. They're not even gonna be open. Because they texted me late in the day anyways. They're not even gonna be open by the time I can get to their office. They don't do wire? No, they don't do anything. They accept money orders. That's like all they accept. Need to isolate and save the image as a separate file. It'll read the image PAL on load. Okay, so I'll have to extract it then. Let me just use paint or something. Ah, fuck, now I'm really anxious. It's okay though, it's not a big deal. We have the money for the late fees, so it's just stupid. Because now I don't know where my money order is. Sell them a t-shirt that says best landlord ever. I mean, they are a decent landlord. Like, I have no problems with them. Open. God damn it. All right, so we've got that. And then that's my color set, I'm guessing. And then save palette as preset, save palette as default. Can I export it somehow? Save palette as preset as default. Can I just save the palette itself? Yeah, I can save it. Sorry, I'm not mentally here. Let me catch up with you guys really quickly. All good things coming through. Yeah, now I'm regretting it. Third monitor, midlife crisis much? No, I actually need it. Yeah, it's USPS Max. Doesn't money orders charge a fee? Yeah, it's like $1. It's not really anything. Do you not get some evidence from the mail carrier that you sent it? Should have been there on time, etc.? No, not really. Feel like you should be able to make this the mail carrier's problem? Maybe.
Wow, Setolyx.
Just text him late in the day so we'll be closed. Maybe, I don't know. I try not to assume ill intent.
Maybe you need a zombie GPS to help you out. How about some color-coded flags or name tags?
Where's
Hi,
the
I'm
palette
Bob,
file?
and I'm with
Where
the
did it
undead
save it?
horde over here. Let's pick up the pace, or the zombies might
Sad
start
colors
getting impatient and eat your
meta.
brains.
Did I save
Just
it?
saying.
Save palette. Where did it save to? Yeah, it saved into the jam. folder itself in my Obsidian vault. It's in the Obsidian vault. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. My heart is sinking now, so I might have to go take care of that.
Looks like the chat's
Got a drawing tablet for my third screen.
Max's Beef's cartel is
But
a
here in
real
Australia, it would
masterpiece
keep
of what not to do idling
overheating.
in a leaky
To the
driveway.
ports to use anymore. That
That's a recipe
sucks.
for a fume-filled staircase. And Lenny's struggle with 3D modeling is relatable. It's like trying to juggle flaming swords while learning to walk. Gotta love the excitement and absurdity here. Keep it coming, folks.
So where's that palette file? Did it like encode the name of it or something, or it should be? What did I name it? And I appreciate you guys encouraging me to do what I need to do. It's definitely my decision. I'll keep that in mind that you guys are chill about it. I think it may not save because it's a demo version. Palette. Error saving, palette.asprite. Yeah, I think it's not going to let me save it. I'm not going to be able to use asprite for this. I'll definitely have to build it from source myself and use that. I think for the sake of me solving my real world problems, I need to take care of my real world problems. So we're gonna wrap a little early today because I need to get this stuff sorted out immediately, and I might need to call them and figure out what I can do. So thank you all very much for being here. We're gonna wrap a little bit early today. I'm gonna try and find somebody to raid. If me mentioning that I'm gonna end stream has you wanting to run away screaming, thank you for being here in the first place. If you want to catch my stream again, I'll be live tomorrow at 11 a.m. Pacific. And yeah, Max, I'll catch your message. I'll catch your message too. My apologies for ending early. I know. I want to be here, but I gotta take care of my shit before I have a fucking panic attack. So and Basie, hi. thank you for saying hi, Basie. But yeah, I will get this stuff sorted out. Thank you guys very much for being here. Let me go ahead and get that wrap up started, and we'll find somebody to say hi to. So where's my music player so I can change things? There we go, got that. Change this over here. Hit this button. And my apologies for ending early. I truly want to be here. I just, my head is not going to be in it until I get this solved. So I'll keep you guys up to date on what else I'm working on.
I will wrap up the stream.
And Max, I'll catch your message as well.
First and foremost, a special thank you to any lurkers who are here now, or whom have passed through.
Let me read that
Did
first.
you know that the average lurker is 50?
Max said, I learned something yesterday about my dad's new old car, and not just about it, but also about our house. The car has a fancy changed exhaust. We parked in our driveway. My dad and I left the car idle for a moment in our driveway. When we drove off, when we came back, our whole staircase was filled with exhaust fumes. Oh my God. I think the windows are a bit leaky somewhere. Yeah, maybe, dude. That's definitely worth looking into. You do not want to, you don't want to have a leaky house like that. Where, man, we understand. I appreciate your understanding, and I truly am bummed. I want to be here, but I got to make sure I take care of this. So, thank you very much for being here, and I will try to send us off somewhere fun.
More beautiful than the average Twitch user. Well, I made that up, but I bet it's true. A special thank you to our active patrons for this month. Flux Stream.
Thanks for the stream, no problem. Sorry to end it early.
Internetito, The Ralph, Normang, TBD Gamer, Kilted Ninja, Bloody Valve,
I think we'll go say
FKJ.
hi to Tom Millman today.
Thank you all so much for supporting every endeavor Setolyx points his attention toward. A special thank you to the lovely folks
Should be
who
vegging
decided
anyway,
to
fair
raid our
enough.
channel. Thank you, Jobson, for raiding with 54 lovely people. Thank you, Woodsdev, for raiding with 9 lovely people. Thank you, Zyrosdev, for raiding with 4 lovely people. Thank you all so much for raiding the Seto stream. You are all amazing, beautiful people. Now to thank our lovely bit droppers, Roundper tossed out 20 bits. Time to thank our lovely chatters, Roundper, Orny Horn, Code Void, Norg.
And the stupid chat thing isn't showing. Why is it not showing?
Expanded Cuba, Itrisa, Cataton Ufik, Decidius, Das Razor, Jobson, Who is
Why is it not
Tobias,
showing?
Oak Productions Games, Mimagatron, Brainor Games,
Let me try this again.
314, Push Toy, Hexigdev, Mr. Zombie UK, Avigrail, Southpaw Decoy, Agon, The Spots.
There we go, got that
Matisik,
showing. Thank you for the stream. No
Menadev,
problem, Sadistic. Thank you for
Steph,
being here. Sorry to
Judas,
end early.
Vespin, Shy Programmer, Booty 35, Tino Milo, Ducasoft, Kench Crixie, Lenny, Sadistic Pillow, Finn is fine. Aziga, Jake Oxide, Yuka VT.
Man, my stomach feels like shit now.
Wardstone Studio.
I feel my stress in my
Zero
stomach.
B, Sotats, Zyrosdev, GE, Attention to Tail, Tempting 404, Fifth Function, Half Mutant, Munman 2, JF Gerard, Harpajo TSM, Yuki Juki, Maxis Field.
Thank y'all
Lacy.
so much for swinging through. So many
Thank
fucking
you all
people.
so very
Thank you,
much
thank you,
for
thank
chatting
you.
with us now, being kind, and for being you. Hey, beautiful humans. If you enjoyed the vibes here, don't forget to swing by again sometime. Support the stream by becoming a Setolyx TM intern, aka hit that follow button, or throw some love our way through Streamlaments, cheers, subscriptions, or Patron. Every bit helps, and it keeps this glorious chaos rolling. Catch you all later. Finally, to inspire you all, I will recall a quote pulled from glorious wonderland known as the Internet.
See us tomorrow. Oh, I'll definitely be here tomorrow.
Forget the fleeting spark of inspiration, it's the steadfastness of habit that truly fuels creativity. While inspiration may light the fire, it is the discipline of routine that keeps it burning bright.
It 100% is. You gotta show up, and you gotta show up
And refine
consistently.
our craft, transforming unfinished ideas into polished masterpieces. Embrace the grind, and let persistence be your guide.
Absolutely, I fully agree with his words, and thank you all so much for being here today. I'm sorry to end in such a rush. I'm sorry to be stressing in front of y'all. I try to keep my shit sorted and not bring that to the table here. I appreciate y'all's understanding. Thank you for being here in the first place, whether you're here for a second, a minute, an hour, the entire stream, out there watching the VOD, anywhere in between. Thank you so much for joining us today. We'll be back tomorrow at 11 a.m. Pacific doing more game jam stuff. I'm going to try and get this solved as quickly as possible, and then I'll basically just be resuming working on things in my evening once I calm myself down. So expect to see some changes and some updates tomorrow. I'll keep y'all in the loop about it as is, and I'll let y'all know, I guess, in the Discord if I get things resolved or not, because I figure there's going to be some of you who are curious what the result of all this is. If you would like to stick around for a moment longer, we're going to go and raid Tom Millman. I'm going to 100% be raiding and running, so please bring him my love and good vibes and all that stuff. Thank you so much once again for being here, and I'll be back tomorrow at 11 a.m. Pacific. Max said, I may like the smell of fuel, but the staircase being borderline full of toxic fumes is no bueno. Yeah, definitely not good to fill your house with toxic fumes. Definitely not. But seriously, thank you all so much for being here. Just consolidate casual. Kind of problem to me. Yeah, we'll be fine. We'll be fine. Casual's stuck at work, so she can't do anything about it anyway. So it's all on me to solve it. Take care of yourselves. Thank you so much for being here. Be good to those you love. Be kind to those you don't. Pay your rent on time. and I will. I'll catch you tomorrow. So thank you very much, and we'll do our extended stream tomorrow as well. So we've already got a couple of hours extra, so you can expect that I will be here. I will be here at least until 6 p.m. Pacific tomorrow. And thank you all so much for hanging out. Thank you for the raids today. Thank you for hanging out. And yeah, I gotta get going. So we'll catch you later. If you'd like to send a message in the raid, feel free to do so, as long as you say something nice. Be nice to Tom. He's good people. And we'll catch you around. So Max, Sadistic Pillow, Half Mune, Booty 35, DOS Razor, Deflux, everybody else out there, thank you so much for being here. Hexic, Papa Joe, Thorolf, thank you all. And Basie, and we'll catch y'all next time. We'll see you later. Take good care, and I'll catch you next time. Bye-bye. See you later. Spots, thank you as well. We'll see y'all later. And Ryan, we'll catch you later. Thank y'all for being here.
That's a wrap. To those of you left, thanks for being here, and goodbye.